What's up, Fury? Redemptions unpaused. Redemptions paused. Oh yeah. What's up, guys? Yeah, not every game's for every person, you know. Did you end up buying it, or you're gonna stay on the fence for a bit? Uh, wait a little. Right on. Make it with you anytime, anywhere. What's up, Kino? We're gonna watch some Arc Raiders videos from the best content creators in the world.
What's up, everyone?
I have a feeling at $40 the game won't go on sale for quite some time, but I don't know. I feel like that happens more often with actually like the really expensive titles, like Battlefield and stuff. Arc Raiders, yeah, for the base version. Nice watch streak, nerd. What's up, Pain? We get to watch some videos today, Major. I just hope I sleep well. Maybe. I would think, I don't know. Usually it's bad business to go have a sale only like 2 months after your game comes out, but it does happen with other games. It all depends, I think. But all my videos, nice. Good to hear. Did they? I'll see. Well, I said like the AAA titles, I think it happens more often because they have more room to lower their price, you know, and their games are so hyped and marketed that most people pay full price. And then price history. Is there not a chart for this? Oh, here we go. There was a short sale during Next Fest, 20% discount, and then it went back to normal price. But yeah, I got pop-ups on my phone for YouTube. Yeah, nice. Just so you know, fun fact, and you can look it up. But if you happen to be posting more than 3 videos a day on YouTube, your notifications to your subscribers only go out a max of 3 times per day to avoid your viewers from getting flooded with notifications. I typically try to keep that in mind. If it's like a really short that I'm making that's like 10 seconds long, I usually flag it to not send out to subscribers. It'll still go to feeds. It'll still like end up in people's feeds typically, but they won't get notified. If I want to save that notification, you know, for if I know I have other stuff planned. That's what's up, Stark. I appreciate that. Appreciate your comments. Dude, that you guys, I mean, a lot of you people that commented are like TikTok only. But look at this. Look at this support. Look at that. Me saying goodbye to Hunt for now, you know, in my little journey and how I got here. The very brief version. 5,000 views, 200 likes, 39 comments. No, I was just saying most of the stuff was like TikTok only. And then YouTube, it didn't do nearly as well. I don't know. I wasn't planning for that, but actually it did do really well. Well, so far, a lot of likes. Actually, there was quite a few comments, just no views, but whatever. It wasn't a video made for views. I was pleasantly surprised that it spread. Hunt community's bigger on TikTok. Yeah, that's part of it. Right on, Yeti. Nothing wrong with taking a break. I've always been like a one game person. I just like saturate myself in one game and try to learn as much as I can and get as good as I can for the most part. And then eventually, you know, boredom starts to set in. Yeah, tonight we'll be watching some videos like from this goofy guy.
Welcome back to the channel.
I guess all the videos coming out
never before
were showcasing the new
other
map.
Creators up with a 4-hour playtime on a test build that's pretty much identical to 1.0, the version that's launching on October 30th tomorrow. Now it'll be on PC, Steam, the Epic.
Orion, 28 months. Thank you, dude.
What the heck are you doing?
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go. No, you're okay.
Store, as well as PlayStation and Xbox.
And I know you're not
Huge
sorry.
thank you to them for not just
Had like a month break from Hunt. Joined a friend today. Went from playing only solo as a 3-star to 5-star. Nice. You pumped for Arc Raiders?
sponsoring the stream, but the early access. But as always, this is my honest take based on.
I know you started hanging out here
now,
towards the tail end of cycle.
for those that don't know what it is, Arc Raiders is a PvPvE.
Yeah, we don't need to know this.
The basics for anyone jumping in fresh. Arc sets us apart from other games. One of the ones that sticks out to me the most that I've noticed is the evolving conditions on the
I'll
maps.
dash you over.
And
She's
this
forgotten all
ensures
about you. She
no
moved
runs
on.
end up being
She was dressed up as a hot librarian yesterday, and she looked at me like she didn't already know it when I said it.
quite the same. You get varying weather like night raids that buff up the loop but make more arc out there, or electromagnetic storms that have.
I'm so sad I missed this because I didn't understand how to pick the alternate map mode, but the electromagnetic storm was like really cool.
Giant lightning bolts that screw up both you and Arc. This means that
Seen
it's
as my
not just
clips?
about going out and
Sure.
shooting. Strategy, positioning, and decision making are key to having
It's gonna be a
successful
special
raid,
game.
and they make it so exhilarating. Now, for my 4 hours in the preview build, it feels just as good as it did in all the previous iterations.
Quite confident in that.
Better, actually. There were some concerns about graphics. I can tell you that the game looks even better. I don't know if it's because of bug fixes or they made some tweaks, but everything down to the little icons of
I
the
played a lot of
units
that
to the
when it
game world
came out.
itself
It was fun.
all look more polished. The gun recoil is meaningful as always with each gun, and the sounds are just impeccable. The movement.
It's the style of cardigan. It was like white in the center. It was very like pilgrim slash librarian. And the glasses. The glasses like sold it. Okay.
System in the game is just rewarding. I don't know how else to put it. And the overall loop of risk versus reward is addictive like it is in most extraction shooters. You're always asking that question, do you push for more of that high tier loot or that other player, or do you just extract safe with what you have? Now, when Arc Raiders launches, it's going to have 4 distinct maps, each with unique vibes, challenges, the special events we already mentioned, and loot pools. We'll circle back to Blue Gate, but let's get the challenges, the special events we already mentioned, and loot pools. We'll circle back to Blue Gate, but let's get the others covered and out of the way first. And Battlegrounds, this is the map we played on the Server Slam. Essentially the...
Yeah, Orion. I got to play Tech Test 2 that had roughly 20% of the missions and stuff. You know, it's like, at least the early stuff, it's like you're run of the mill, you know, go find this, go to this building and pick up this special stuff and things like that. But the, yeah, it's just, I don't even know where to start. The only downside, like, is that the game's third person, but it really, like, engrosses you in the world too. But it's the combat that's related to third person, the PvP. Like, people can hold angles without you seeing them, you know, all that bullshit. That's like the only downside so far. When the game comes out, we're gonna see like people, you know, they'll learn stuff that's too strong, or like, you know, they'll start to abuse things and like ruin the experience for people, and you know, then it's on the devs for you know, getting it corrected and balanced as quickly as they can if it's needed, you know.
Big beginning map with mix of swampy.
What would the major complaint be? I don't think we'll know until we're a week or two in, Kino, yeah. But there will be issues. It's just I don't know. I think there's so much good in the game. The loot's amazing. The loot is all meaningful, Orion. Yeah, solo queue puts you up against other solos. During the server slam, which was the open like beta that was 2 weekends ago, they stripped down how many missions there were, Orion. So everyone was like, after a few hours, it was all PvP. So I actually stopped playing solo because I wanted to. I was losing a lot during the first test. I was winning like a ton on day one, so I was obviously having a good time. But you know, in an extraction shooter, when you lose like gear and shit, like it starts to feel bad. But there's free loadouts that are not on cooldown, so you can always, you know, my personal strategy for keeping my mental in check is if I lose like a good loadout, I always go into the next game with a free loadout. Because it, you know, I start to like
houses, abandoned apartments, and industrial ruins around a massive dilapidated dam.
Yeah, solo queues, solos only, and then duos and trios are in the same lobbies for now. I think the game's gonna have enough players that they could do it. They could at least like say try to match duos against other duos, you know. But you can fill out your team with a random third.
It's got open areas for long-range fights and tight interiors for CQB. Now, while this is the map that most people experienced, and they got to show off some of the rotating conditions like the night raids and the electromagnetic storms, as well as the Harvester and the Queen, there's going to be so much more that comes with it once it goes to live, because not only are players going to be moving off of that map, now you'll be able to explore the keys.
Yeah, because there was very little to do in the server slam test. Everyone was just like straight up PvP. There was very few friendly people and stuff like that. Z2, what's up?
God damn, Jimmy.
Nice watch, Streak Beavers. Thank you.
Shit.
And some of the more important components that you need for upgrades. But moving on to Buried City, this is urban decay at its finest.
This map was really
you have
cool.
Tall buildings, skyscrapers, maybe half buried in sand, underground metro systems.
Pretty small.
High-rise sniping spots. There's parking garages, town halls, big open
The extracts on this map are really cool. There's subway systems
gameplay,
that he might show here.
Freaking stairs. I think there's even some elevators and collapsing structures that keep things dynamic. This is a lot of people's favorite map because of how the dynamics play for PvP, the movement, and the ability to flank and rotate around. Now, the spaceport was my previous favorite map. It plays on the whole sci-fi ruins thing.
Thank you for the
derelict rockets, control rooms, launch facilities, research things, worker components, warehouses. It's all in a big open area dotted with debris and arc everywhere. This map reminds me a lot of the original Destiny when you were playing through the Cosmodrome ruins, but it has great loot on it. It's got some really difficult arc.
Played a little bit of this map.
But the real star nobody's seen yet is Blue Gate. This is the newest map. Unlock after some progression, obviously. It's going to be a game changer.
I haven't seen much
set high in the mountains. It's all about contrast. Open ridgelines where you're exposed to snipers and arc aerials versus dense network of underground tunnels that are all interconnected like a web. The main passages are open to everybody and get around, but there are several
VoIP in the game's amazing.
find the keys. I really won't be able to explain
The
or do
sound
justice even in this
engineering
video
is-
showing you clips of how beautiful
it's
this map
possibly
is.
as
It is
good
by
as,
far my favorite map
Fonz.
now, and I only had about 2 hours on it. There's so much to explore, and the visuals are just
Without all the
gorgeous.
annoying
Plus, it
noise
reminds me a little
traps.
bit of home here in Montana.
Annoying
so
robots, sure.
For my test build
but
time,
no annoying noise
Bluegate
traps.
forces smart routing. You have to think about everything you do. Tunnels will compress the fights into there's real brutal checkpoints and ambush spots, but the surface opens up the map. Arc patrols are thick above ground with few places to hide, but it gives you more choices to move around and get where you're trying to go. Now, that doesn't mean the underground's safe. You still have big arc like bastions down there to deal with, and not much space to deal with them in. From what we saw, the best loot is concentrated in spots like the checkpoint or Pilgrim's Peak, but we really didn't have time to dig through much of the map.
Pretty sure as of right now, there's just like squads, so duos and trios mixed. Right, yeah. There's also some content out now of like a sneaky peek for some streamers. What, Morgan? It's literally what we're watching. You kill me, dude.
To be honest with you, a lot of the content creators invited were out for just pure blood. They didn't care about anything but PvP. So we couldn't really relax and explore because we were always on our toes and fighting.
Is your
for our lives.
monitor turned off?
Just when I think you couldn't
Renata.
possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this.
Meow.
And totally redeem yourself!
Thanks for the first time sub. Let's go. First time subs launch ping pong balls in my head. It's a tradition around here. Don't feel bad. Be happy. Because you supported me. And it only happens once. Thank you. Listen, I'm autistic or something. I don't know. No, that's not autism, dude. I'm not going to say what it is. It's okay. I'll give you a pass.
And it's this unseen content that really hooks you. Planning tunnel-only runs for safe looting, or braving the surface to explore its vast expanses, or for faster extractions. If for some reason you've grown tired of flat maps, Bluegate's verticality is going to squash any of the worries you have about that. And we even have teased for the near future a 5th map called Stellamontis. Rumors say it exists, but raiders haven't figured out the tunnel
I heard
to
the
get there
devs
yet.
talking about
It's
this.
suspected to be trapped behind heavily trapped tubes leading to unknown riches, but Embark's keeping it mysterious. It's coming soon, like before Christmas soon. Which
That was their Christmas surprise. Yeah, before Christmas. Some kind of map. It sounds like you unlock through uncovering secret stuff.
will add even more variety to the game. Well, let's talk a little bit about Arsenal. Arc Raiders has a solid lineup at launch. Categorized by type, basically, you have assault rifles, SMGs, shotguns, snipers, LMGs, and even special energy weapons and the Hull Cracker, which is one of the new guns we got a hold of here during the playtest. And that was one of the standouts for me, is its ability to quickly hammer
Yeah,
arc,
it's a grenade
as well as
launcher.
the
I thought
Osprey
it was
with
going to
its
be more like a
optics for long-range
crossbow.
engagers. That's not a
The
new
way
one,
it
but it's
looked,
going
like
to be
some
an
kind
important
of
one
a
on Salamantas. The Hull
electronic
Cracker is an interesting
crossbow,
weapon
you know?
because you can't really use it against players. It's an impact only, and it seems to only detonate when you hit arc. So that's its only purpose. But when
Oh,
it does hit arc,
interesting.
it hits like a truck. So it will help with some of the more difficult ones, hopefully. You just got to get
That's
good at aiming
cool.
it, which I didn't. With all of this, we got kind of a peek at the expansive crafting, which
I'm
is
not
all
very
back.
good at PvP.
And we didn't have time to dig through deep into it. We got some upgrades and looked at some of the basics, but all the familiar crafts were there from Tech Test 2, and even some new ones I'm eager to test out once the game launches.
So sounds like people didn't get a lot of time to actually go through progressions. They basically got to try out the new map and show it off. So I feel better. Just feels like shitty when a select group of people get like advanced knowledge of something. Like they were even bitching about it in last Epoch because they were giving like streamers advanced knowledge of boss fights so they could make fucking like just keep everyone on the even playing field. Like most of those people have editors and shit, so they're always first to the press anyways, you know.
Launches. These will
1 hour map, 40 minutes on another. Oh, yeah.
all
that's
be
not bad at
crafted
all.
by basically scavenged
That's
materials
relatively
topside
fair.
or refined in your workshop underground, as well as the new barters from Celeste with seeds, which can give you some basic components, or just collected from Scrappy the Rooster after each raid. And for those that aren't aware, not each weapon, they all have their own little quirks, but you can upgrade them with extended mags and grips and stocks, suppressors, as well as each weapon's stats being upgraded as you upgrade the weapon itself. Now the skill system stayed the same. It levels up as you level up. You gain a level, you get a skill point you can spend and work your way through it. We only got a couple of levels, obviously, so we couldn't play with all of it, but we did peek through it and see what they kind of changed around. And there's going to be some pretty interesting builds that come out of
he's
this.
an Embar.
And hopefully we get some way to reset that progress and try different
They
skill
don't know
trees
about
if
his
we
hunt
want,
history,
because
apparently.
once you're kind of tied in, it's hard to explore some of the
Whatever.
others.
Yeah, he's
Now,
been
one of the nice
partnered ever
things we got
since he moved to the finals so he could get in good with this, because you know he doesn't like the finals. I just know. I don't know.
That was
He made like 1 video, 2 videos on the finals, and he's been playing that for
what
3
looks
months.
like it's going to be the Raider deck, which is the cosmetics you can
So
get
transparent,
with free or maybe
whatever.
paid currency. Some of the stuff is time limited, but you're gonna be able to mix your helmets, your suits, your backpacks, things that hang off your backpacks. I found if there was a 6-pack you can hang off, all sorts of stuff. There's no pay to win here. It's all aesthetic. And like I said, the best part is you earn your credits, if you will.
Okay, wait, hold
we
up.
got to look
I
at
wasn't paying
was
attention.
because once we did peak the point, you can spend self. Now the skill system stayed the same. It levels up as you level up. You gain a level, you get a skill point you can spend and work your way through it. We only
Was in a match at launch and knocked 2 people and okay.
We got a couple of levels, obviously, so we couldn't play
talking
with
about
all
art.
of it. But we did peek through it and see what they kind of changed around. And there's going to be some pretty interesting builds that come out of this. And hopefully we get some way to reset that progress and try different skill trees if we want. Because once you're kind of tied in, it's hard to explore some of the others. Now, one of the nice things we got to look at was what looks like it's going to be the Raider deck, which is the cosmetics you can get with free or maybe paid currency. Some of the stuff is time limited, but you're going to be able to mix your helmets, your suits, your backpacks, things that hang off your backpacks. I found if there was a 6-pack you can hang off, all sorts of stuff. There's no pay to win here. It's all aesthetic. And like I said, the best part is you earn your credits, if you will, to buy this stuff in the Raider deck by completing missions or tasks specifically for that.
Okay.
Now, one big feature we looked quite a bit at because we're all kind of excited for is the Project Expedition reset mechanic.
Here we go.
This is their take on wipes. There's no mandatory wipe like some other extraction shooters. It's voluntary. At level 20, you can unlock the project, then collect materials over an 8-week cycle to complete the expedition project. Finish it before the final week, and you can reset your character.
Usually stuff like supplies and stuff, aren't they part of the free battle pass? Like Hunt lets you unlock a few things for free, you know?
For permanent rewards. From what we saw in the test, it looks like it'll be 6 phases of gathering materials, and I'm sure each one's going to get more complex or difficult.
Did anyone mention a battle pass yet? Did I miss it? Are you just like making stuff up?
As the parts, as far as what parts are required.
No, it's not. He was talking about something that's not a pass. No, he's talking about the decks
For
that
permanent
you unlock
rewards.
points for
From what we saw
that
in
are
the
not
test,
related
it
to
looks their
battle
take on
passes,
wipes.
I believe.
There's no mandatory. We got a couple of level things we got to look at was
Yeah, Raider decks. Some decks are free, other require Raider tokens, which are premium currency. Once you acquire a Raider deck, you can unlock items inside of it with cred that you get from completing feats.
looks like it's going to be the Raider deck, which is the
It sounds a little
cosmetics you can
similar
get.
to a battle pass.
But I found if there was a 6-pack you can hang off, all sorts of stuff. There's no pay to win here. It's all aesthetic. And like I said, the best part is you earn your credits, if you will, to buy this stuff.
So if he says there's no pay to win and it's all cosmetics, I'm gonna guess the item packs are partially free.
Deck.
Yeah.
By one big feature,
The first battle pass was on launch and everyone got it for free. Yeah.
looked quite a bit at because we're all kind of excited for is the Project Expedition reset mechanic. This is their take on wipes. There's no mandatory wipe like some other extraction shooters. It's voluntary. At level 20, you can unlock the project, then
Level
collect
20.
materials over an 8-week cycle to complete the
Let's read this. The tunnel networks connected to Bronze are vast, but largely unexplored or inaccessible. Most survivors stay within their settlements, but like the raiders who dare venture topside, there are those who dare venture even further. Once the Rust Belt has given all it can offer, some raiders choose to set out beyond the borders of what they know. As of now, it has always been a one-way trip. In the full game, players will have access to a feature called projects at level 20. The first major project players will have access to is the Expedition Project. Upon completion, this project makes a character reset available. If a player completes a reset, they will be able to do so again so long as they complete another of these projects. And the date on this first one is launch date of December 14th. So that is 45 days. And then there's a dead period, it looks like, between the 15th and 20th, and then a new one comes out the 21st or something. Maybe not. I don't think that means a new one. What's that red block there? I can't read what it says. The text too fuzzy. There is not only 20 levels. There's 75. You can start this at level 20. But yeah, there's an achievement for level 75, so we know that. So you probably get 75 points, and if you put 75 points in, it kind of feels right. So, and you might get 76 based off what Baghdaddy said. There's like an extra point gets snuck in there from something I forget. The expedition project will operate on a repeating cycle of roughly 8 weeks. During the course of these 8 weeks, players can contribute toward and make progress on their expedition project, which will overall be a somewhat large time investment. At the start of the 8th week, the ability to finalize the project will become available and will remain available for that entire week. If a player has fulfilled all of the necessary stages of the project, they will be able to commit to completing the expedition during this period. Should a player's project not be ready during the window to complete the expedition project, their progress will be kept, allowing them to continue working on the project until the next finalization window, which you have to wait another 6 to 8 weeks for or whatever. Other projects may be added over time as part of updates, holidays, and other events. These will range in scale and reward structure.
The expedition project. Finish it before the final week, and you can reset
Yeah, that's like right before we go on vacation. But we'll see what I end up doing.
your character for permanent rewards. From what we saw in the test, it looks like it'll be 6 phases of gathering materials, and I'm sure each one's going to
I have a feeling I won't reset during the first period because, I don't know, they allude to some new map coming out that you have to kind of unlock. That's supposed to be ready by
complex
Christmas.
or difficult as the parts, as far as what parts are required and what you have to do. Now, I did a whole deep dive into this system already in another video, so you can check that out if you want, but here's a quick rundown. You're going to lose your stash and workshop upgrades, your inventory, blueprints, coins, player level, skill points, all of your raider den stuff, and quest progress, all gone. But you do get to keep your unlocked maps, so you don't have to go unlock them again, your unlocked workshop stations. So basically, you're not going to be level capped on upgrading your workshop stations.
Okay, wait. When your raider departs on expedition, some things are reset and others will be kept for your next raider. Your stash upgrade will be reset. Player level. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Codex entries all stay, raider tokens, cred, which is your other currency, raider deck progress, any active leaderboards that we have, the trials, cosmetics, and the bonus rewards from previous projects. Those all stay. Now the rewards, once you do complete this, is your next raider after the expedition leaves will have increased XP gain. There's going to be more scrap.
We are still finalizing the exact benefits. Permanent account unlocks for each completed. Unique cosmetic rewards. Account buffs. So it's still kind of vague, isn't it? Yeah,
materials when you collect from him, how much of the durability increases with each repair, and more stash space.
Wait, hold on.
Now the rewards, once you do complete this, is your next raider after the expedition leaves will have increased XP gain. There's going to be more scrappy materials when you collect from him, how much of the durability increases with each repair, and more stash space, as well as how much of increased XP gain. There's going to be more scrappy materials when you collect from him, how much of the durability increases with each repair, and more stash space, as well as bonus skill points based on the value of the items in your stash upon departure.
Oh!
So there's going to be a game here to stuff your stash full of stuff to get more skill points. So we'll eagerly be awaiting that and piling our stash full.
That's really interesting.
As we work through that 8-week cycle. Now, one of the biggest things we saw change from the tech test to the...
That's going to make it so you have substantially more gear for your... Well, maybe like towards the end. It's interesting.
Server Slam to this preview build. Well,
it's one of the rewards. It's based on how much value your stash is when you reset, Morgan, which is really interesting.
Augments. In the tech test, we had one augment for each quality, MK1,
and when you
MK2.
think about it, like, it's kind of interesting. Like, that also removes a lot of stuff from the like economy. that people won't get to loot from players, you know? So it kind of helps keep the main game's economy healthier, at least a little bit.
MK3,
up,
you know,
Cake?
green, blue, and purple. And I think there was even a gold one, if I remember right. In the server slam, though, it was turned on its head. And though we were only given level 1 or the green augments, the MK1s, we had a choice of 3 different kinds, plus the 4th free augment, but that's not important here. The 3 different augments gave you a choice of combat focus, looting focus, or utility focus. Now, this process was carried over into the preview build, but we got to look at the blue, the MK2s, and the purple, the MK3 augments as well. And one awesome thing was that they had special buffs with each one. The MK2 or blue augments had bonuses, like one of them was restoring 1 health every 5 seconds, just passively, constantly. It's a slow heal that pauses for 30 seconds whenever damage was taken. But imagine all the times you fall or you get a little bit of damage and you have to burn a bandage, no longer with that one. Now the MK3 or the purple augments had the same thing, but buffed. It was 2 health every 5 seconds, as well as another one that released a healing.
I don't think it's permanent, because if you reset again, I mean, it's permanent if you only reset once, I suppose. But let's say it gives you 1 to 3, between 1 and 3, depending on the value. Like 3 skill points, like it's not game breaking. It would be insane if they kept adding on top of each other. So you unlock 3 and wipe 1, and then another 3. So now you have extra 6 when you wipe again. You know, like, I think it would just be on whatever your stash value is at that reset. Because you lose all your skills. You have to redo all that, you know, you start from 0 again. Thanks, Johnson.
Cloud after being revived that heals 20 health over 10 seconds. Now, the real interesting thing here is that the MK3 augments,
because it would be insane if, like, you know, a year down the line when people have like 10, you know, the hardcore no lifers like me or whatever have 10 wipes or whatever, like 30 extra skill. That would be crazy.
They're going to have variants that you can craft. We saw in some of the materials, they allowed you to craft multiple kinds of MK3 combat or tactical augments, and they had different names that kind of geared to what their special abilities will be. So it looks like you're going to be able to really dial in the special bonuses based on what you want to do in your play style. I can't wait to get on tomorrow and try this stuff out and really dive in to see what they're offering here. Now, it doesn't all the hype doesn't end tomorrow after launch of the game. Embark has committed several large updates before the end of 2025. New weapons, events, and obviously balance passes, and that Stella Montes drop as well. This is all going to expand the world pretty quickly. Now, long term, they talked about a 10-year plan. Design director Virgil calls it a 10-year game. Ambition for sustained content, which just shows how much ambition they have for sustained content for this title. Now, they don't want to have a rigid roadmap.
I heard his video was good.
Fail at, or these things can obviously change over 10 years. They're going to adapt based on feedback, but they already have it laid out. So just expect, you know, evolving seasons, maps, mechanics, cosmetics galore, and who knows what else they can come up with. Now, Arc Raiders, again, launches tomorrow. Grab it on your platform of choice. If you're interested in extraction shooters with the unpredictability that goes along with them, this is going to be it. Now, once again,
if you guys want to watch this again, there's the link. Big on Tarkov, okay. Show us Edda. There's Edda. Hi, Edda. Creepy. Did you watch Peanut's video? No. Should I? I don't have anything against him, but some of his stuff's funny, but it's just lots of yelling. And the peanut face creeps me out a little bit. I have a link for it. Hold on. That burns Peanut.
Oh, yeah, this is dirty. We are
Oh,
absolutely.
if he's playing with Shroud, I don't want to fucking watch it. Yeah. If it's just gameplay, I'm more interested in info, not gameplay. Personally, is rough, but he can get very annoying with all this. Yeah, I feel that. Sometimes I worry about all my shit being annoying, but it doesn't happen too often. We can watch Rakta. Our boy Rakta. Hunt's boy, you know. I don't know Rakta.
Hello,
personally.
everyone. You probably did not expect Arc Raiders video, but here we are. I had the chance to
did
record
not.
some exclusive footage before the game releases on October 30 on Steam, Epic Games, Xbox and PlayStation. I will cover the game basics.
It's just
show you how the
very
game
tiring
works,
for an old man. Like, yeah, I like some of his clips and stuff that I see on TikTok.
and show
What's
you
up,
some
Jason?
highlights with the Wombus who I
Amazing,
play with.
amazing.
And yes, this video is sponsored by
Wombus.
Embark Studios. But if you're
Mamoon's Gulch.
gonna like Arc Raiders, I could make more videos on it. So make sure to tell me in the comments what do you think about the game. There will be a link in the description and the comments where you can check out the game and support me. So thank you Embark Studios for sponsoring this video. Let's go with the basics of the game.
Nope.
The trailer, it really fits in this game. The movement and the animations are just amazing. So once you spawn in, your goal is to loot and extract. You can also do whatever you want, but in this solo game, I just want to show you some basics. But
up,
my
Blue?
mission is loot 3 containers, so I can actually loot. Also pinging in this game. If you ping something, it's always gonna tell you what it is. So if you don't know,
Let's skip ahead.
They're always like being randomly deployed.
This is the
yeah, but
spaceport
it's nice
map.
mini events. Then you have like the different like weather, right?
Times of the day, yeah, you have weathers that affect how the gameplay plays as well. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cool. Like during the nighttime, the safe hatches are also not available. Here as well, I think. The safe
that?
randomly deployed.
There's no safe
Yeah,
hatches.
but it's nice mini events. Then you have like the
Available on this
different
map?
like weather, right?
Times of the day, yeah, you have weathers that affect how the gameplay plays as well. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cool. Like during the nighttime, the safe hatches are also not available. Here as well, I think. The safe hatches are closed. So fewer extractions as well, higher risk when there's higher loot. I love when the
Awesome.
game balances
It's a much
high risk
higher
and
risk
high loot,
map
you know?
because of that.
Yeah, right. And probably each map is different for that, isn't it?
Yeah. There is like difficulty level on it, but I don't know how different it is gonna be now. Like with our Buried City, for example, it's a mid grinder map. PvP there is guaranteed, man. Every time I've been.
Nice.
People here, I think. Yeah.
On the roof or inside?
I hear inside on the metal. Or maybe just like ambience metal, but I don't know. No, that's people. They're not on the roof.
That slide was so long.
Yeah, they might be coming to me. Okay, I go roof.
Do we know if they gave these guys like pre-leveled accounts or something?
If they pick me, I'm dead.
It's so dark in there.
Oh, you see through the
I
window?
hear them.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, here.
Yeah, I didn't get to play this much on the tech test.
Oh, yeah, it's a trio.
Tag one.
Oh,
No
I didn't
idea.
reload.
Someone else?
No, that's them. It's 3 of them there.
Oh, they have the rocketeer there.
Yeah.
They're jumping. Oh, I didn't reload as well.
I tried to
Dude,
switch
the
weapon as well.
reloading was getting me.
I mean, we
'cause
can
I
just
kept
chill.
accidentally
Go out
stopping my
and
reloads,
Yeah.
and then when I went to shoot, my gun was like
If we
stuck.
see some
at the start
flares
of its
now-
reload animation.
You know they did.
We can just go after them. Poke them from here. And watch out for
And I wasn't
rocketeers,
sure
we
like
don't
what
want
was
him
causing
open.
that.
Run, run.
Yeah, we don't want his
Yeah.
aggro. I'll check this antenna. Yeah, we're gonna be against trios, I forgot.
Yeah, we need to focus one guy. Oh, I think I see them.
There we go. I'll fix this one and then we go. Unlock signal, I'm sending.
Yeah, they're probably hiding inside.
Yeah.
Let's check where those
Yeah,
guys
Tech
go down
Test
then.
2 was a madhouse because of no one had other stuff to do, so it's all PvP. And I love PvP, but yeah, there was no chance at like people being friendly for the most
Or
part.
you wanna work on this antennas?
It was just
Oh, how
like
many
a,
we need? 4?
yeah, non-stop fighting.
I see. Oh!
Nice one,
Open
boys.
map. Don't open map. Oh
Nice
my.
Yeah,
I
if
was
you hit
looking
your
at the
friend
map
on the
while
zip line, it'll
rolling
knock
down.
them down. They can re-grab
Oh,
it,
man.
but if you catch them off
I
guard,
see
they'll
one
fall all
there
the way
and
down.
one more at shipping.
I mean,
So yeah, we can go there.
yeah, we have time. 24
This guy's
minutes.
probably already rezzed, you know.
Metal sound. I think that's.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they're
they
breaching in
breaching,
there
yeah,
somewhere. Or looting as well.
I'll wait for you. You open?
Didn't hear no doors.
Yeah, it does. But, yep.
Oh, he's there.
Oh,
I have a nade.
woo!
I got him
Rock
with it,
hits
yeah.
those.
I'm reloading.
There's so many people using the circular crosshair.
Solo, perhaps?
I don't like
Need
it.
to charge.
Do you guys like the circle?
I'm just gonna knock him out.
Seems pretty popular.
Did you?
That nade came in clutch, man. I just looted it from the locker
Nice.
in the back.
Nice. Oh, I can do movement here. Nice. Oh,
Did you activate it?
I'm on the roof right there.
Hell
Is that
yeah.
the
Yeah, here
default
you have
one?
to jump like on some stuff to get there. Oh, I got Hornet here.
What's he doing with this game? Can you ping me up on it? I actually see the roof.
Oh no.
No! Ping me the Hornet. I don't see the Hornet, but maybe I see the ping for sure.
Let's go, let's go. Okay. Yeah, the weak spot on the Hornet is in the back, right? The propellers.
In the back, they are not like... Okay, I unlocked this one finally. Because first one, it was red and it just started summoning Arc.
Ah, okay.
It's red, you gotta reactivate it after.
Well, I'm gonna run away a little bit.
But run away, reset, yeah. Get your shields up.
Oh no.
Rock is struggling with the movement.
It's so scary, man. Where are they? Oh. Under control, yes. Dude, it's crazy how smart they are, man. They found their way in, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You can't just like jump on the rock and you're safe.
Yeah, exactly.
And they were even deadlier during the server slam now. They could track you through the trees and bushes. Now you can kind of hide in the trees and bushes. Buried City is a maid grinder.
Yeah, PvP. Nice.
Yeah. So far it has been.
Okay.
I think here we can go for some PvP. if
Buried
anything.
City.
Yeah, let's go. I hear the shots already.
Yeah, like rooftop battles, you have tunnels, the apartments as well.
Yeah, this map is nice. Old town.
Bombas sounds completely normal at 1.5 times speed. It's weird.
Yeah, it's like beneath the sand, so...
Yeah, cool wipe.
How slow does he talk?
Yeah, it's like beneath the sand, so...
Yeah, cool wipe. It's very nice, immersive.
Like you can go on top of the roof and then enter the ceiling and just descend.
Nice.
Oh!
Did you make it?
Nah, I didn't have momentum.
Let me try.
You gotta store your weapons too.
Nice.
Yeah, with momentum it's better. I don't jump that high though.
What is this thing? I cannot open it. Some cash.
Grenades in there.
Kish kish.
Ooh. I see.
Have you faced him yet?
Nope. I don't think I want. Wait, no, wait, saw me. Okay.
He basically uses like spotters. They're kind of like snitches. They will put a laser on you and then he just locks on you.
I see people.
But yeah,
It's attacking them.
they should.
I'm gonna pause this quick. I put in a bunch of clips. I doubt I got selected because there's a lot of talking. I didn't do very much. I don't know what type of stuff they picked. I submitted like 5 things to this. They said they got over 1,000 clips to comb through.
Get out of here. Void, Void, get downstairs. Void.
Tomorrow. See the timer behind me? That's when it's out.
Void, move it. Alright. Void, just if you can, book it to the dude. Dan, come down here. Just book it over here, dude. Book it to the stairs, boy. Holy crap.
Look at those stairs.
What? You get hit by lightning?
I'm out.
Boy, I'm on the stairs, please! 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 Help me! Help me! Boy, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die!
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, dude, I just beamed that thing. Oh, no, 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 the bison.
Bison on me now. He's aggroed on me. I'm playing the music. He's looking at me.
Here, get him. Get him, bison.
He's like, oh my god.
Oh, oh! Ah! It's so funny.
Get in there, Janky. I'm coming, I'm coming.
Come on. I hit it, I hit it.
See, I have like the VoIP speaker stuff showing up on my screen. I have a feeling that hurt me in getting selected anime clips. It's not part of the game, you know? And they don't want to confuse people. We'll see. He has no heals though? Oh, he's got a heal. Wow. Oh shit.
I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. No! I'm still on it, I'm still on it. It didn't knock me off. Oh, I'm down. I'm on it, I'm on it. I'm down. I'm down on top of it.
Wait, can I revive you?
He's on top.
No way, no way, no way, no way.
We have to shoot the drones. The drones are gonna kill us. Kill it.
Dude, I can't believe we're on here.
What the hell, the trees took the...
You can't see with the tree in the way. Ah!
No, I fell.
Same.
Early soup.
You got me fair this way, bro.
I'm sorry.
What can you do about it?
Oh. No way. That's... Hold on.
What can you do about it?
That's like too cinematic. It's too cinematic. Keep it up. I thought they were teammates. That's the solo lobby. He's gonna ride it to the top. Dude looks like old Snake. That's pretty badass. No way, you can ride these? That's the first time I've seen that. Holy shit. What's up, Okie? Spud Hunter already did it. You're in tech list.
Orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. You have 10 minutes to return to Esperanza. I repeat,
It's too bad there's no parachutes.
Negative.
I don't know where you need.
Oh, help me! The missile is in me.
It was inside my chest.
Damn, didn't make it. Oh, open door. Cool. Alright, back to Rockton.
We're on the roofs.
And that's cool. It's actually cool. They are all the way on top. One died.
They died on top. Oh, Bombardier got him. 2 dead so far. One more on the roof. He dropped down.
Yeah, I'm missing.
I'm missing. Oh, he's spotted. I'm closing in there if I can. Oh, maybe I fail.
You're gonna be up bright and
I
early.
will quickly greed and loot below him.
I feel so bad. My buddy Hutch got laid off today. After I won't like go too much into all the shit he had to deal with in the past 2 years, but he was out of work for a year and a half. He's a really smart guy, very technical, and more than worthy of a lot of good jobs. Yeah, that Hutch. Yep. Yeah. The only silver lining is that it happened right before Arc Raiders comes out, so I guess he gets to no life the fuck out of it while looking for the next job. But yeah, it's like he was like a product manager before. I don't recall what he was doing currently. Probably something similar, but
because I don't think this is his teammate.
yeah, it sucks. I'll be playing with him and I believe Waffles tomorrow morning. We won't be doing solo right off the bat. Just want to like learn the game, you know, without too much stress that comes with solo. Yeah, you had to deal with some of the same shit, man. And when I was out of work, after I quit the steel mill, I mean, I got lucky and I found this shithole to work at here in town, but after that, it was like really hard to find a job. That place was just desperate for anybody. I still kicked a bunch of ass there, but the owner was a complete pile of shit. He treated everybody like garbage, except for me. And I made the mistake of standing up for coworkers and stuff and called him out. Actually, the first times I called him out, we had a long 2-hour meeting with me, him, and the HR guy that they like. They have like a temp HR person there. That's how bad this operation was that I was at, this machine shop. Yeah, he legitimately wanted to get better and be a better person. This guy's in his 60s, mind you. Yeah, but he was a total piece of shit. Are they gonna nerf AI in solos? Nope. Pretty much the same as far as I know. Too late at that point. Yeah, you're very unlikely to change in your 60s.
For me?
Hard enough when you're my age. I've been trying to better myself as much as I can.
You with me?
Yeah, they are right next to you, I think. Above me.
Oh yeah, I see him in the room here.
Some of the flyers are a little too smart. Well, in the tech test, if you were in a bush, the ARC weren't supposed to be able to see you, and they couldn't see you. In Server Slam, it was either bugged or they could see you, and I don't know if it was a bug or not, but they basically said they were going to adjust it and make it so bushes and cover make you hidden again. There's also some skills you can get. So like if you crouch, walk, or crouch, you're harder to see by the bots. So if they are coming your way and they're not like red alert yet, just like yellow searching, they're less likely to see you.
Nice.
Follow.
Splendid.
Nice. I think that's the one that I saw sneaking around.
Yeah, I saw no one.
Yeah.
Damn, so many dead bodies. Oh, there's even like a train. I see.
Yep.
The
Yeah,
extraction.
Subway
here,
extract.
those are the extractions,
Very
the
cool.
trains. Is this one
yeah.
active that's next to us?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
We'll say without your video, I would have wasted my first. Yeah, I learned the hard way too. It was actually my buddy Hutch that pointed out. Oh, thank you. That was my buddy Hutch that pointed out.
Enter here, pretty much.
Field.
I'm surprised, like in Hunt,
Supply.
we still have like horses and what? The boat, right?
Yeah.
Imagine some variety in the middle extraction, maybe like hot air balloon. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be so cool. No other game done that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to do like little guides here and there.
Yet.
Now that it's like a new game,
Can I
I
shoot
never
something?
I never felt comfortable doing it with Hunt because like I don't know, Hunt's so established and there's so many videos out for Hunt, but I could have done it, you know.
Because people can come from the other side, you know.
And can you see each
can
other?
Shoot. Yeah, you can see each other.
Probably shouldn't
There
have
he
let
is.
that stop me.
There's a guy.
No. Oh, there is? Oh yeah, do we shoot him or?
No, I'm talking to them.
I don't hear.
They're saying no shoot. They're not saying
Okay,
don't shoot,
okay.
don't shoot.
Well, we met some friends in the metro. Nice.
Friends. No one's even using VoIP.
GG. And look at now. Oh my god.
I'm still loading.
Nice.
Oh, wait.
This is the
I
new
gotta
map.
say something, Rakta.
Say something?
Better than IG.
Yeah, I gotta say something. Why do I have the tutorial pop-ups? Alright. Blue gates, huh? Let's see what all the fuss is about.
Oh no, Wombus.
I gotta pee quick.
I
I'll
want to
be
see
right
the whole cracker.
Yeah,
Let me use
looks really
bazooka for the
Yeah, show me.
snitch.
Oh, that's instant.
Oh. Sit.
Snapping man.
Yeah, just down there.
In the overlook air shaft.
I think they're getting revives up in there.
Ja, tack så man. Tog bara brott.
You're gonna be my spotter.
Ja.
Head home at the overlook air shaft.
Yes. They are in
Let's
that
go,
building.
Wombus.
Yeah, they are in that building. Good info. That's what I called out. Oh, we
I have
can get
grenades
some
as well.
nades in there. Yeah, same. Nades are insane.
You can throw them far, yeah. Up, upstairs. Oh yeah, he's dead now.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh my god.
I'm going with Bobcat now.
One more grenade upstairs. Don't die.
Oh. He's tagged bait, very good. Oh!
Run.
I got zapped. They're rezzing upstairs. Oh, one is on the main doors.
Yeah, below. And you're getting sniped.
New team sniping from the back. Watch your back. Defib?
I didn't bring.
No! Just hide. Oh.
No.
I thought these were thirsty here, man. Very hot spot. I thought the buried city is hot. This is hot, man.
Oh. Daar trio man.
There's 3 teams outside as well, man.
Yeah. So many.
GG's. Let's go next.
I'm not adding that one. It's stupid.
I'm missing.
Hey now. Yeah, it's not that easy to use.
Yeah, I thought it's gonna detonate like next to them, but no.
Oh no. Hey, now I have them on me, man.
Yeah, well.
Doctor!
Oh, Busman.
What the hell you do to me, man? I save you, you are my doom. Fuck it, use the gun.
Okay.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, I wanna try the Wolfpack grenade.
I have one as well, yeah, we can find a big arc and take it.
Yeah.
There's a spotter here.
Oh, there you go.
Help me with a spotter.
Wait. How about this one?
Bombardier.
Wanna try?
Homestead.
Yeah, we can easily deal with him.
Okay.
Wait, we should take the spotters first though, so he doesn't bombard us or aggro's the nade on it.
You can.
Ready?
Yeah.
I added it. Wait, what word does that replace? Is it a basic word?
Nice.
Oh, yeah, I don't want that. Sorry.
Oh, shit.
Do that.
He's got the nade on me.
Gotta remove
Oh,
it
nade
now.
him.
Fuck
I'm
me.
probing it.
I don't like replacing normal words with emotes. It's really
that's
annoying
nice.
to me.
Down.
Oh no. Oh, we killed
think
it,
we
right?
got him, yeah.
Yeah, we killed it.
With a sacrifice of
Damn.
my own.
Oh, scary though.
Do you feel?
Nope. Okay, let me try the minigun.
It's fun.
Oh, wait, they're fighting here. I see them. They are all free. I'm shooting there, man.
Ah, you can't get it with a minigun, man.
I did some damage.
Where are they? Give me a ping. I have
All in the
tracker
house.
this time as well. Oh, they're down there.
I'm bombing them. All free there.
Inside?
Yeah.
I see. Okay, I'm gonna do how cracker.
I think
It doesn't explode.
Do like two.
Yeah, there is like a delay on it, I think. And nice spray.
I'm gonna get this one as well down there. Didn't get anything. Are they below us or something?
I think they pushed out.
I'm thinking there's a tunnel that leads somewhere behind us, man.
Wait, what happened with the?
Yeah. I think
It
they moved
doesn't
out.
explode. Okay, I'm gonna do how cracker. Down there.
Did they use it? When did they use it?
Wait.
You're just tracking me. Stop
killed
doing
it,
a
right?
boat.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
killed
yeah.
it.
I don't watch this shit.
I'm probing it.
I have ADHD. You're taking advantage of me.
Damn, that's nice.
I'm down.
Oh no. Oh, we killed it, right?
Yeah,
They killed
yeah,
it?
yeah. With a sacrifice
Just kill
of my
wolf
own.
packs, huh?
Oh, scary though.
Do you feel?
Nope. Okay, let me try the minigun.
It's fun.
Oh, wait, they're fighting here. I see them. They are all free. I'm shooting there, man.
Ah, you can't get it with a minigun, man.
I did some damage.
Where are they? Give me a ping. I have
All in the
tracker
house.
this time as well. Oh, they're down there.
I'm bombing them. All free there.
Inside?
Yeah.
I see. Okay, I'm gonna do how cracker.
I think
It
they moved
doesn't
out.
explode.
Yeah, there is like a delay on it, I think. And nice spray.
I'm gonna get this one as well down there. Didn't get anything. Are they below us or something?
I think they pushed out.
I'm thinking there's a tunnel that leads somewhere behind us, man.
No idea.
I'm going down there. I don't care. They're like they're in this tunnel.
Yeah. I'll throw.
Yeah. That's scary push, man.
I'm going. Wait.
I definitely love how my instinct was instantly they're pushing behind us or something below. Yeah.
They up?
I don't know if they're up, but this is
that's
what I
bad.
would have done.
Well, look, you can do nice rotate here.
Exactly, like this stuff is, you know, gonna be very useful when we get the game. Oh yeah, they did. There. I'm going behind to gather some stamina. Spotted they're entering the tower.
Yeah, I think they saw me. They have an innate in the door.
Nah. Trash has sponsored my lack of nades. I see him on the back of it, the right corner of the back. It doesn't even explode like this. It's only an impact.
I think they went up. Oh,
Oh, I got tagged.
behind as well, yeah. Come inside, I think it's clear. Can you?
He's very close. He's on this corner.
In there.
Oh, they're on both corners, actually.
Yeah, killer.
Nice.
One more inside. I have no bullet. Oh no.
Very low, the one in.
I need to heal.
Got this one. One more with the minigun as well, I think.
I'm reloading a lot. It's long.
squad commander has been assassinated.
Thank you.
They're all in the back here. Kill yourself.
With a spray. Oh. Little panic.
What you do is stressing them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on top with the snap hook. Oh no!
Come to me, come to me.
I'm dead. It's thirsting me. One more with the minigun.
Where?
I don't know. He was around there. He dropped on me.
That's the one I
I'm
killed.
very low. No,
This one.
Can you hold the rest? There's a smoke.
I'm pressing.
Hold it. Don't die. Don't let me
The turret, man, the turret.
Don't let me die. It's okay. Ah!
Who finished you? No way.
Some sniper.
Oh no.
Actually, fun ruin, man. You got this. You got this.
Yeah, if the smoke
This
lasted
is
longer.
very bad, man. Last time we were on this spot as well. Shield recharges.
Yep,
Yeah.
11 more hours. Cat.
Player's dying.
Welcome
then.
in, man.
Yeah, we joined mid-match. I just noticed.
Thanks for the follow.
Damn, damn it. That's some serious gourmet shit.
Yeah, there is.
Let's
Not area here.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, we're so far being rolled because we go on top and all this, you know, snipers get us. If you don't go on the top,
Yeah, we can go down. Let's see what's here.
this is actually insane. Yeah.
Loot value high. That player or was this? Oh, it's just the robot. Ah, there is a big guy. I'm gonna try. I took it, nice. If I can kill it with Wolfpack.
You can get him like very low, yeah.
Up.
But that's about it now.
Did they not
Yeah.
work?
Oh, no.
If you want, I have a stun nade. I can stun him, he stun for 10 seconds, and then we go melee. But we gotta go down.
Where is the weak spot of this, by the way?
But
What? Okay.
or the joints, the yellow joints as well.
Yeah, I see it.
Can't really get down. Oh yeah, here.
I shot one leg off.
Oh, this is like even further underneath. Oh yeah, it's with him.
What's up, Magno? Yeah, that's really neat.
At least it's easy to dodge that attack.
I'm gonna stun him.
It stunned me, bombus. It flew to me.
Oh, I didn't stun him.
The nade flew on me, man.
Ah.
Oh no. Like it bounced right on me.
I don't hear you. What are you saying?
Come here, bombus.
Huh?
I heal you. You need?
Yeah, I need heals. I have only fabrics.
You heal?
Thank you. Yeah. I'm healing with fabric slowly. Oh my god, he's there!
Move.
I have this for the driver. Let me throw another one on him.
I'm not
It doesn't stun him for too long, man.
Yeah,
It
I can
doesn't stun him at all.
There we go. Is he gonna get it back up?
I think he's not dead.
Isn't it the other way around? Augments are what give the slots for the shields.
Yet. No.
He's trying.
I'm gonna go around and try to melee.
Okay.
So he explodes.
No. Oh shit.
Your augment is what gives you your safe pocket,
I
your
didn't know he was
consumable
gonna stand up
slots,
that quickly.
and
He
what
looked
determines
very
what kind of
damaged.
shield you can
I destroyed
slot
another
in.
leg.
He looks very damaged, and then he stood up and 180.
Look, he's gonna stand up again.
He's very strong. Yeah.
No, dude.
Oh no!
I died.
Oh. I didn't see a video really going over the
Oh, look,
augment.
there's a nade.
part. Oh.
Yeah, there's people now, of course.
Okay, now they're gonna kill him.
Oh, they're dead.
Did they kill you?
No, 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 no. I jumped, but I jumped into the wall and I couldn't get back up fast enough.
Augment slots, I think is new. I don't remember
But
seeing
he's
that.
going. He's not
Yeah, yeah. Oh, look. To that. Oh, that's people.
This is Warzone, man.
Damn. But yeah, it's so cool. He has 2 legs, no?
Yeah, I'm out. That's too loud.
That's crazy. Holy man.
The rest is inside with AI.
He's there, he's there.
Ping ping. I see.
Let me get closer. It's 2.
There's one behind here, behind us.
Saw another streamer this morning. They had a heavy shield, 5
Down that
consumable
one.
slots, 2 safe pockets, 2 augment slots.
They are fighting.
Had...
I gotta...
Maybe the. So it had consumables in the augment slots. Maybe the augment slots are meant for damaging items, but augment implies like buffing, like something typically, right?
Take the shield of this one. No! I got pushed. And you're with me. Ah!
No, I'm not. It's like...
People here. I'm getting thirsted. I called out behind.
Yeah. Oh. There was like 2 guys in front and then team on you. Like 2 teams in front.
Yeah. As soon as we saw those people in front, these guys started shooting me. I heard somebody like using medkit behind. Yeah, that's the guy that got me.
Was it smoke?
I guess some attachment instantly smoke when he gets shot at. Opa.
He smokes and he gets shot. That's an interesting.
More teams.
At least the eye is on them.
Dedicated throwable slots. Okay. Dude, I was asking. It would be cool to have a dedicated defibrillator slot. So you like not waste a spot and bring it in when solo or something. You know? I don't know.
We died.
Go Rocco, go Rocco. It's your birthday.
Ah, man. That was crazy weapon.
So many, man. So many.
What did he kill me with? Damn.
Yeah. One is lagging behind.
I don't have guns for it.
Me neither. Yeah, we can wait. We don't need to fight them now. What you do? You reach it even?
Kinda almost.
Yeah, we get to backstab this one. We are a duo, so we got it. Maybe we sneak up on the guy on top. We just walk up to the guy on top. He's alone, I think.
Oh, nice, scarecrows. Oh. He doesn't realize. I'm gonna gas him.
Gas is just stamina. He just drains his stamina.
Okay, let me do grenade then.
Yeah, that drains his health. Oh,
No,
he
he
dropped
dropped.
down. It's alright, we just take his spot. Let's see. Alright, perfect. Going down now. Oh, get closer to him to deny them reset.
I threw gas. Just is what it does.
Yeah, it drains his stamina, so if somebody runs up to him, they can't res him. Thank you.
More arc.
I found a body.
Where is his teammate though? Oh, I guess they're fighting.
Great question.
I don't think that's him, or?
That's someone else.
Yeah,
Someone else, yeah. Well, I have a better loading now.
Nice.
A Pharaoh and Bobcat. Yeah, I'll check the fight now.
Look out. Oh, down here. 6 shots.
He died over here.
Yeah.
So.
Raider down.
Oh, he's still going, yeah.
Let me knock him, right?
Yeah, they were doing that to us all this time, man. Boop. They're nading
Impact
there.
grenades are so it's just small.
I put him in the butt. He died. Dying from the butt shot. So awkward pushing this.
Oh, I see them.
I'm scared.
Whoa, that extract's wild.
They go down?
I think he went down, yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, there's more, there's more.
I love that the extracts are different on like every map. I think Spaceport has the same as Damn.
There goes my shield.
Oh, I don't even see him. Behind the rock.
Yeah, I'm going down here.
Oh, 2 teams at least. He died.
Healing. Resetting this.
Yeah, I wanna kinda go to the building because I have shotgun. 6 shots.
There's people around the building there.
Sniping still.
Yeah, they're close, they're close. I tagged one, but he tagged me as well. Oh, watch out, Rocketeer.
Oh no.
It's interesting that
Somebody where I
Rockta
was.
has frame generation on, I think, in the top right. It says 2x.
Watch out.
Oh yeah, they finished.
I'm
Yeah, I
assuming
see
that means 2 times frame generation.
Out there.
So he'd only be getting like around 100 frames?
Oh, this
130?
shield. It's kinda low. Next
Yeah.
to right there. Very low.
Good call.
He has like the same PC as me, except AMD CPU. So better.
There's somebody behind me now. Like south
Yeah,
of
he's
my
pushing.
building. Pushing me? Oh yeah, I see him.
The Rocketeer, man.
I think he's dead. Yeah, he's dead, he's dead.
Yeah?
Yeah, we gotta just lose Rocketeer now. Get your shields up.
I
low.
don't have anyone. You could escape, to be honest. They are going.
We could. Let's go.
Yeah?
I'm escaping.
Roll, Wumpus. Oh shit.
Bye bye, Rocta! Is this the way? Oh yeah, we gotta call it now, yes.
Yeah, yeah. They called it, they called it.
Oh, they did.
There was 2 dead bodies and 1 alive guy.
They went down, so that's how extracting this
Nice.
one. There we go, we did it as well, man.
Yeah.
In the end,
We extracted, it counts.
somehow
Now
the
what
free
do,
runs are always my best.
Yeah, I didn't really read through much of it.
Hit. Fear now. That'll make that context behind each enemies and enemy types that shift around, and other players can either team up with you based on your charisma stat or turn on you fast. I'm most excited for the actual launch because that means...
Did you see the bit where part of resetting yourself, based on your loot value, will determine how many you get extra skill points? They didn't say how many. But based on the loot value in your stash when you reset, you get a range of added skill points. I'm gonna guess they're not permanent. They're just for that reset, and then you do it over again, and you know,
our gear and progression is real now, and we'll just be a couple of days sort of thing, so players will probably be playing a lot more careful and have a little bit more gear fear now. That'll make that context behind each fight more interesting. Today we're checking out the new map, the Blue Gate, for the very first time. It's not very blue, it's actually very green, but we're also trying it out with brand new weapons that I've not seen before or played with in the betas that we've tried before. And again, Arc Raiders drops tomorrow on PC, on Steam, and the Epic Games Store, PlayStation, and Xbox. So if you want to check out the game for yourself, hit the link in the description, and I've also pinned it in the comments down below.
Well, it's like a bonus.
I love this lever action, by the way.
For
This
resetting.
was my favorite gun in the
But it's based on how well you did and how much loot you decided to reset with.
Yeah, that's a zoomy scope.
High value loot.
Interesting. Yeah, it does kill the scope. That's funny. All right,
dude. This map looks like the lighting
We're in Monte Grappa now.
Yeah, I was about to say, it reminds me of Monte Grappa.
Little rock walls.
Little Rock, Arkansas.
Man, I am slow. It's funny.
Yeah.
Those drones are flying. Look how fast those little scanning drones are flying around. I wonder if this is
just gonna get in here and look at the map real quick. Let me just look at the shots behind us to the north.
Oh, there's the HUD.
Yeah.
Oh, there must be. Is there a button to turn the HUD off?
High value area.
I bet you it's ancient port.
Wow, this is literally like the Alps, like the Austrian, like Italian Alps.
Yeah, this is cool.
Whoa, I got stuck on a window. Come on, give me it. Wow, I'm heavy with this kit.
I got boys here. They're fighting drones right now. I kind of want to take a shot.
Yeah, let's take that. Let's take that. Oh, it's some bolt action. He got hit by all of us?
No, yeah, I missed.
Left, peeking left.
One down. We need to push now.
Yep.
Oh, there's so many drones out that side.
No, you get more skill points based on how fat your stash was. But you have to reset everything. You lose everything, yeah.
Holy crap. Go back
you
to
might
the
be saying the
backside
same
where you
thing.
came from.
Yep.
I'm just misunderstanding.
I think it's
no,
very
that one's gonna
open.
see us.
That push is open. Do you just want to hard cover for a second?
Holy shit. Yeah,
we should probably just hard cover.
Hard cover. Clutch, we're stuck in the building. Okay, that's fine. I'm in the next one.
You know,
I'd rather watch more informative videos at this point. Not just gameplay.
This is Shani. Raider, the leaking hatches should be marked on your map. We need them now more than ever.
Does anyone know who else did like more informational stuff? I just want, in case like any gaps were missed on that, because that one guy's video was really good. This guy's video was really good because he actually went into detail on some stuff.
What's up, everyone? Welcome.
It was that Airwing guy. Yeah. Let's check the thread again. There's Jack Frags. He's usually more informative, right?
Welcome back to Arc Raiders. This game is amazing, and I'm going to spend a lot of time playing it. It's PvPvE, extraction game, set in some incredible environments. A few of us were invited to a preview of the game on a map that we hadn't seen yet, right before the launch, and sponsored the video today. Links are below if you want to check it out for yourself on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. So myself and Will here had an awesome time exploring, and we got to use some crazy new guns and gadgets too. Enjoy.
Older white-haired guy that did a good one too. He's a finals player. Okay. What did Vulcan have to say? He doesn't seem to have a new video other than this tips thing.
I was one of the lucky few that got early access to Arc Raiders during a preview event. There, I got to play over 5 hours with other creators, died way more times than I'd like to admit, and learned a ton that wasn't in any of the playtests that I had been a part of earlier. So first, I'd like to say thank you to Arc Raiders for that opportunity. And second, I want to extend a lot of the knowledge that I had learned through that playtest over to you guys. So first, the game launches tomorrow. And if you're jumping in on day one, these 15 tips will help save you hours of frustration, thousands in lost materials, and a lot of rage quits.
What's up,
so let's get into it. Tip number one, I just want to kind of set the tone right out of the gate. You will die a lot. Accept it right now. If you're somebody like myself who you come from arena shooters, Halo, Call of Duty type background, and you're moving over into this game, you're going to die a lot, and that's okay. Accept it. This is an extraction shooter. Death is the teacher. Every single death teaches you something. Where arc enemies spawn, where players camp, when you've stayed too long, when you've pushed too hard, all of these are going to be lessons you're going to learn, and you're going to figure out how you are going to flow throughout a map and where your limits are. The players who succeed in arc raiders aren't the ones who never die. They're the ones who die, learn, and adapt. They don't get tilted. They don't rage quit. Every time you die, ask yourself, what could I have done differently? Remember, death isn't failure, death is education. Tip number 2, your starter gear is 100% good enough to get started. That's why it's starter gear. Don't rush to vendors looking to buy expensive weapons, items, gear, etc. Players with basic starter weapons can extract with valuable materials. Don't feel like you have to upgrade all of your stuff. Your starting equipment works. Gear.
What's funny is he's showing like the vendor that buys things for seeds. Use your seeds on this vendor. I put out a little video on this one too.
Will not save you from bad positioning.
So I didn't realize that either, because I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to spend my hard-earned money on base materials. That's stupid, but it's for the seeds. So.
Ambush, it won't save you from staying topside too long. Yes, legendary gear exists. Epic or special gear exists. Yes, it does perform better. But you know what's even better than legendary gear? Okay. Game sense, map knowledge, knowing when to fight and when to run. Focus on learning the game first, upgrading gear second. Tip number 3, the game gives you free loadouts. Utilize them. So if you die, get back into the game, strings attached resource loadout. Use this doing. Tip number 4, master one map before you try to learn all of them. Don't spread yourself too thin trying to learn.
That's another like bad tip. You're going to go to the maps where your missions take you. You're just going to stick around on dams to like learn every little crevice. Like
learn multiple maps at once. Pick one, learn it inside out. So Dam Battleground is fantastic for beginners because it's been in the play tests, there's community knowledge, it's got good loot without being too punchy. Because once you know a map, you make better decisions. You know exactly. Tip number 5, before you grab a single item, identify your nearest extraction point. Have a plan. This is non-negotiable. When you're being chased by arc enemies, or you hear gunshots getting closer, or if you start getting those alerts that the extraction point is close.
So he's saying check your map for your closest extract. What is this?
Closing in 60 seconds. That is not the time to be checking your map, wondering where the extraction is and how you can get there.
We know it. I mean, we know it pretty well. Some of the rooms.
Plan and then loot. Extract alive following that. Plan your route before you commit. Know your plan A.
Some of the buildings are pretty, like they're so dark inside. It's hard to like.
Tip number 6, the longer you stay topside, the more dangerous it gets. If I can give you guys a big tip, focus on this one. Don't get greedy. Okay. The game will slowly spawn more and more arc enemies the longer you're up there. Player traffic will also increase. The risk...
Is that true? There's more spawns as the time goes on?
Compounds.
I guess I didn't notice it.
A successful 5-minute run where you extract...
These comments are so annoying, dude.
With materials is better than a failed 20-minute run where you die with everything. It's better to extract with something and don't die with everything. This happened to me multiple times, both during the
game doesn't bomb in a fucking day
during this
either.
Preview event, where I had an inventory full of stuff, and I decided, you know what, I can hit one more point. I can go to one more point of interest. I can go see that field crate and try to loot that there. And I ended up dying and losing everything. So don't be like me. Learn and go and make sure to extract with something. Tip number 7, this is one that I talked about in my complete guide. And if you guys haven't seen that, there's a card up in the upper right-hand corner. Click on that, go check it out. But tip number 7, Arc Raiders has incredible sound design. Apparently. Use it to your advantage. Everything makes noise. Gunshots echo across the map. You can see where firefights are breaking out. Northwest, north, south. Arc enemies have distinct audio signatures. You can hear drones flying overhead. You can hear the crunching of a roller bot. You can hear the stomping of a bombardier or a leaper. Use these things to your advantage. Tip number 8, not every fight is worth taking. Again, this is another one I covered in that complete guide. Every bullet you fire costs resources and gives away your position, right? Every fight risks gear. Every engagement alerts other players and arc enemies to where you are. Sometimes the best play is to crouch in a bush and just let things pass. That squad running past you, great, you don't need to fight them. You can let them go fight someone else, and then you can loot the aftermath. You can clean up, you can third party, you can do all of those things. That arc enemy that's patrolling by, maybe you don't need to kill it. Maybe you sneak around it. Now, if you do need arc alloy, you're gonna have to go on a killing spree of arc enemies because you're gonna need it. Now, save your ammo for fights that you need to win. That's a big thing. Again, I learned this very early on when I first dropped into Arc Raiders. I decided, hey, I really want to get out there and I want to blow stuff up and I want to really see what these arc enemies are about. And I learned very quickly that 2 things. 1, magazines are not bottomless, and 2, you never ever ever bring enough ammo to kill everything. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Tip number 9.
I mean, which I guess is okay.
Aim almost every single time.
You're like straight up new.
You can have perfect headshot aim and still lose because you're standing in the open. You're not using your environment. You need to use cover, use elevation, use buildings, use terrain, use anything that gives you an advantage. Again, this is something that I ran into during our preview event. I was running across a plane and I kind of got caught out in the open by another group that was up in these rocks, and there was nothing I could do. They were peeking over the top, raining down hell on me. I died immediately. And that was my fault. I took an unnecessary risk, I put myself in the open, and I paid dearly for it. So before every fight, ask, where's my cover? Where's the high ground? Can I see them without being fully exposed? Again,
yeah, this is all pretty
first,
basic stuff.
Aims,
whatever. Any other videos? What the fuck?
Got his ass. Fucking lit him up with his bobcat.
You guys like that? This is real guns, bro. I'm sure it's just a bad clip, so I'm just messing with you. Also, thanks for the video. I'll be sure to be crafting it. Like, I don't what. I'm probably like too sensitive to like a negative comment. I have no clue what he means though. No offense, but you've got one of the worst reactions ever here, especially that awareness. Does he know that I'm not the one talking?
He's coming down. Fire.
Got him. I got him.
Jesus, thank you.
Anyways. And then I got this comment earlier. Good editing and commentary that hooked me in, but it was an underwhelming clip. Like the whole point was this guy made a little mini guide on the Jolt mine. It's like a little electric trap.
Super underrated in our creators. Not a lot of people use this. When you set this thing down, players will walk by it will trigger it and they'll get zapped like Hassan's dog, stunning them for 4 seconds. You can snowball super quickly.
Alright, that sounds pretty good. Let's try it out. Like it's meant to show a fail. Like I put a trap down if they come through. I didn't know I would do that. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
I'm gonna show you what.
I don't know, man. People are weird. Yeah, it's fun. The comments on TikTok that I've gotten so far laughing, like whatever. I make what's funny to me, and if it's not funny to other people, like it is what it is. I can't guarantee it. I can't guarantee that everything will be great or good or any good at all. I just try to make stuff that I like and hope it you know, resonates with people. And it seems to be going well overall. There was a really interesting clip, and it was kind of sad to like listen to. It was Justin Bieber talking with his buddies. He was streaming because he streams on Twitch now or whatever. And gets tons of positive comments, right, in his stream and all that. But like one guy was saying, like, dude, you seem like really low energy, like your heart's not in it anymore. And like he just got done like playing like basketball for hours. So he was like tired and he was just chilling, like, you know, and like, but it makes you question things. Once you read one negative comment, it overrides like 100 to 1,000 good ones. It's just like the way, you know, the human mind tends to work. And like you could say thick skin and all that. Yeah, I forget about it within an hour or whatever, but it's like in the moment, it's like, what are you on about? Like, just don't leave a comment. Like, just move on. Like, swipe away so you don't get my shit in your feed anymore. You know? Okay, you said Rockhound Black. Exclusive interview.
Last week, I was given the opportunity for an exclusive interview with.
Yes, sir. 10.5. 5:30 a.m. Eastern is the go live.
With ArcRaider's design director Virgil Watkins.
Hey Virgil, how are you doing?
Hi, how you doing? Since we are short on time, if after you want to message me any questions or anything, feel free.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me about ArcRaiders.
Absolutely.
And I guess to get us started, could you just walk us through your journey in the gaming industry and how that led you to Embark Studios, and I guess what your day-to-day activities as a design director for ArcRaiders are?
Okay. Yeah, my journey through or into the gaming industry has been very strange. I started out modding games when I was a kid, so things like Half-Life and Morrowind back then, and then I kept it as a side hobby for a while, but then really didn't do anything with it, and kind of got into the industry by accident, by way of discovering DayZ mod inside of an EVE Online forum link for a specific alliance. And then through that, I made some connections and ended up in London for a couple of years working at a company as my first job, and then made it down to actually your neck of the woods in New Zealand for 6 years after that, and then bounced up here to Sweden to join Embark.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a bit all over the place for me.
Okay.
And then day to day, now as a director, it's a lot of meetings, but thankfully I still get the occasional opportunity to jump into the engine and tweak things or do some level work, which I still enjoy a lot. But yeah, it's a lot of discussion and alignment and discussing new features and how to tweak features and things like that. So.
Okay, a lot of higher level stuff then, I guess.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. Okay.
I have it at faster
looking
speed.
back, ArcRaiders has had quite a development journey, including a major shift, obviously, in genre at the end of 2022. So beyond that shift, if we just think about the game's inception, did the initial concept for ArcRaiders come from an idea from a single person, or was it sort of a collaborative, more iterative process?
I mean, so it was slightly before my time. I joined about 2 years into the project, so I'm going to cite my understood history to you, which I don't think it was from any one person.
Yeah, it sounds super normal.
Early on, the
American
studio was
English
very much like all hands have a say in like what's
normal
going on.
speed,
So it was highly collaborative in terms of the world being built this way and the mechanics being built this way and whatever else. So early on, it was, I think, my impression, certainly from when I joined, it was much more of just a soup where everyone was adding their ingredients and then kind of seeing if it tasted good. Which, for better or worse, led us to where we ended up pivoting the game. And so we kept the ingredients, I think, that worked out, and then had to tweak the recipe a little till we got to what we have today.
Right. Sounds like one of those master sauces that restaurants have. They want to keep going year after year. Well, the world of ArcRaiders, I guess the Rust Belt feels pretty distinctly sort of gritty, and but at the same time has a sort of beauty about it. What would be the creative influences from film or literature, art, or even other games that the team have drawn on sort of to define that aesthetic and mood for the game?
I think certainly one of the strong elements is the sort of like retro futurism or whatever kind of label people are putting onto it. But a lot of the inspiration came from sort of existing sci-fi dystopian things, but attempting to put this like more approachable, charming aesthetic on top. It'd be much more for like our director and concept guys to answer the direct inspirations for it. But in terms of like the tone and things, we looked at contemporary science fiction. So like obviously there's a lot of parallels you could draw to Oblivion, which is like a sci-fi film that came out I think like 8 years ago, and not really in terms of the aesthetic, but kind of like the tone it offers and sort of that contrast.
No one
between
really watched that movie,
sort of
right?
dystopian
I've never
and
really seen
finding
it.
those sort of
It's got
moments of
Tom
beauty
Cruise
and things,
in it.
and that's kind of what we look for in the way we portray things.
It kind of is that style. Now that you mentioned it, I've seen a little bit of it.
I think that's really just where we're trying to follow through on that, because it could be a very crushing, oppressive atmosphere, and that's really just what we wanted to step back from and try to have it feel more inviting moment to moment.
Yeah, and that movie certainly dips into both of those sorts of things as well. Well, anyway, following from Tech Test 2, you guys must have been pretty happy, and with the huge interest that the game saw. What do you think were the key things that kind of excited so many players not all at once, but in a obvious move in one go?
Yeah, I honestly, it's a little hard to say. I think I've said before, and we didn't really expect that level of reaction to it. But I think that was the first time we had enough of the intended gameplay elements come together to make the whole experience. I can't recall if you had been in many of the like much earlier tests, but certainly back then, we had maybe kind of the core game loop of like shooting and running and stuff in place, but there's a meta game, and then early versions of the meta game came in. And it was okay, but the progression was shallow, and there wasn't, it was kind of one track. So TT2 was the first time we kind of had the breadth of the systems in, and then they were deep enough to actually meaningfully engage with them over the course of that test. So I think a lot of the work between Tech Test 1 and Tech Test 2 was looking at the deficient areas and building those up to cover more of the player base for where their interests might lie, instead of it being, say, really nailing it for people who just like the moment-to-moment shooting gameplay, but the rest are left without kind of much to sink their teeth into. So, yeah.
Okay, and sort of to focus more on the extraction shooter aspect, obviously gear inflation is a problem that all extraction shooters face in some way, and you guys have come up with a pretty unique solution by having the voluntary progress resets known as expeditions, which are part of the segment of the game known as projects.
Step 1, that's cool. It's nothing crazy.
Well, what do you hope that players gain from committing to an expedition?
Step 1 anyways.
What do you think makes the reward of a voluntary reset?
Wonder how hard it gets to reset.
Yeah, I mean, it is
probably didn't
a
make
gamble
it too
per
hard,
se,
I guess,
but I hope that we've struck the right balance in motivations here. So players who are already genre familiar and understand what the progress resets afford you is in terms of your experience with that. I get to start from scratch. I experience the game fresh. I get to do those things again. Hopefully that's kind of a self-motivation in that regard. But then on the other side, we've of course tried to incentivize it. So this is where I think we'll have to see how it goes in live. So we're trying to reward people who are cosmetically oriented or bragging rights oriented. I've done this, it was a hard accomplishment, here's the thing I can wear to show it off, or here's like the little pip I get on my name, or whatever we settle on for that. And then we've got the other things that are kind of mentioned in the blog post we put out about it, which are some benefits to your account. And that's sort of like some progression acceleration, smooths off a few of the rough edges for players who are already they just know the game and don't really need to step through kind of like some of those earlier loops again. But as stated as well in that post, is we're being incredibly careful to not confer this into like a direct advantage over other players.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably where we're going to need to like monitor very closely in terms of like, are we correctly motivating enough players to do this? If not, then what do we do to adjust it, or what do we add or change or tweak? And certainly I feel very good about this system, but I'm not going to be unrealistic in saying that it's going to solve everything. So we just really have to see how it goes and adjust if we have to.
I think certainly a lot of us are pretty excited about where it might go to. Do you perceive any potential issues that might arise if there are just a group of players who are like, we just aren't going to do it because we want to keep our massive station gear?
I don't know if there's issues per se. Like the way the game is balanced in total, of course, if you're sitting on like an entire inventory of the best weapons, the best shields, everything, like you're going to be able to more consistently field that gear. But in terms of like how we try to put players together, the things they're queuing up for, and the way just the weapons and shields and everything else are balanced relative to each other, you are of course going to have an advantage and probably an economic advantage. But ideally, it's the case that like a player who's say on even skill footing, they should still stand a pretty good chance against each other in the scenarios we've got. But again, same answer. We'll have to just keep an eye on how it pans out and then tweak as we go. But I feel pretty good about the way things are stacked right now, certainly with the last couple tests we've gotten through, which we have loads and loads of telemetry on. So hopefully we're being guided by good data.
Yeah, and hopefully the community might get behind the idea of taking the whole thing down a path with good feedback as well. Now, during TwitchCon San Diego, you talked about, in Buck's view, that Arc Raiders can be a 10-year game. I mean, obviously that sounds pretty ambitious, and I think it naturally raises the question about things like Raider decks, and which are the game's equivalent of a battle pass, I suppose, and other future content like maps and so on, and how they might be monetized a long way down the track. Can you tell us anything about Buck's view of monetization within a premium game and in that sort of time frame, a 10-year time frame?
From a design perspective, no, I wouldn't really be able to speak to that so much. I know that certainly my personal view is like be as equitable as possible, but eventually, the game does need to accrue revenue to keep running for that long. So
yeah,
I wouldn't be able to speak to it that far into the future, but for the time being, like the game is going to launch with a free Raider deck, and then as mentioned, we've got content sort of prepared for post-launch, but then we're going to share more information about that, I think, next week or the week after, for how that's going to go.
So it sounds to me like players should probably expect a mixture of things.
I think that's rational, but we'll see how we go.
Okay. Now, one of the things I'm super excited about is the lore within the game, and seeing a codex added to sort of added to that, and tells me that we're probably can expect a deep and slowly sort of unfolding story from the Rust Belt. Without giving away any particular secrets, is there any element?
The first video we watched said there will be no pay to win. But in the free deck, you could see where you were getting some. They were like relatively basic supplies in some of the crates. And I don't think getting a few consumables is pay to win, if like they still have that in the paid ones in the future. But I mean, most battle passes have like the free version, right, where you get a few unlocks. But if you want to be able to get every unlock, do most still function that way? I know Hunts does, and I know a few do. And if you want to like get all the best cosmetics, you have to pay. But typically, if there's like loot related stuff,
of the game's lore that you're excited for us to dive into and uncover and sort of theorize about?
I'm kind of excited for players to be able to poke around the levels and see the little tidbits that are kind of around that they can put together and sort of extrapolate maybe what events occurred there. Because a lot of our levels obviously aren't lived in. They're kind of a snapshot in time of what that place was like when it was last occupied. So that alone can tell a little bit of a story. And then certainly as players move kind of through the map progression, you can put more of that together. So for me, I've always been a huge fan of like environmental storytelling and kind of more subtly delivering the premise to the player. So for me, I'm keen to see what people will pick out, and I know you've even put videos together in the past where you kind of extrapolate from, oh, that's placed there, and it's well, but what was it for, and what's it doing? So I always find that super compelling to see how people attach to that. And then we tried to build up little bits around it, so like description on certain items or parts of quest lines and things, kind of all start stitching it together. So
right.
I'll be keen to see how
the forensic scientists of the Rust Belt.
Precisely, yeah. So I think that's very interesting.
I think the game offers a sort of sandbox element that allows us to have that time for stopping and looking at things like that too.
Yep.
And I guess finally, you must consider yourself a fairly seasoned raider by now, having played the game a lot through its development. What would you describe your own personal play style to be? And if you had to choose one, what would be your current favorite weapon or gadget in the game?
I think for my playstyle, I wouldn't say it's pacifist. I will take fights if they come to me, but I don't definitely like seek out. I don't chase down like the Raider flares, or I don't necessarily run toward gunfire. But if somebody wants to fight, I'll fight them, and then that can end up in some interesting situations, especially if you're kind of feeling out the moment and someone's not quite engaging you yet. And certainly with the VoIP, you get some fun interactions in those moments. In terms of weapon, I know people kind of rag on it, but I actually really like the Rattler. I think once you upgrade that and put some mods on it, people might see or hear it and think like, "Oh, I'm going to take this guy," but you can punch pretty hard with that thing if you're careful with it. So I think that's it's kind of like an underdog loadout almost.
All right, I'm going to make it my mission to take that through to fully upgrade it as fast as I can to see if you're right.
No, upgrade it all the way and throw some like good stocks and barrel mods on it. It's a pretty solid gun.
Okay, and
you still got to manage the reload, but
yeah, that's right, exactly. Do you prefer to play solo or squad up?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I think the game can feel very different, and I like both for different reasons. I think overall, in terms of like if I want to feel super immersed and like kind of have the atmosphere of the game, solo is kind of the way to go for that, where I can almost role play being a raider. So I am like creeping around and being very diligent about sounds and stuff. Whereas when you're with the squad, you kind of have that innate sense of security with them, so it tends to be a lot faster paced, and you're really just kind of going for it. But I do really like the vibe in solo. It's as close to feeling like a single player game in multiplayer that I can think of in the moment.
Yeah, and I think the game offers quite a wide sort of scope in that front. You know, like saying it's got that sandbox feel where solo actually feels quite different from squad. So
yeah, for sure.
Anyway, Virgil, I know you're short of time today and lots of other people to chat to.
Let's go ahead and kick things off. It's great to have
emerging technology in ways that.
And we saw Arc Raiders back at the Game Awards announcement. Shortly afterwards, we made a video covering it, and we saw the post that you guys had made, like detailing how the AI combatants have been constructed, how they like you'd gone about training them instead of a traditional animation pipeline. My question was, where did that idea first come from? Did you guys have any inspiration that like led to that being a viable option? Like where did that even start?
Well, actually, since I've been on the project for about 4 years, so that even predates me.
Oh wow.
So I wouldn't be able to tell you the true origins, but I think a lot of it came from Embark's ambition to try to use emerging technology in ways that could, benefit creating new and novel experiences in games, and obviously having something that can react as realistically as possible to the things that you're doing with it is super compelling. So it's been one of the earliest endeavors I'm aware of at the entire company.
I guess at that point, predating the finals, since this would be like essentially right when things were kicking off and before the swap.
Yes, absolutely. This would have been like month 2 or 3 probably of the studio existing. So definitely prior to the finals for sure.
And early on philosophy. Well, then if you don't know the actual origins, maybe you can speak a little bit to how it currently functions. So what the training pipeline is like for enemy behavior, what data sources or inputs you use, or if it's just paying attention to actual player behavior over time and how they get trained.
Yeah, so I mean, to get like truly specific answers, I would definitely encourage you like email through and get you in contact with our engineers and stuff. But just to slice it by specifics a little bit, the behavior of our AI is solely done through design and engineering. We make all of those behaviors. We implement how they behave and think and react to players. The only side of it that utilizes the training tech is for the legged robots that maneuver across terrain. And so instead of using a traditional like A-star or other type of navigation tech for that, they are trained to actually look at, they do a lot of like ray traces and stuff to look around their environment and then can make decisions within constraints about how to move themselves, and that relies on physics. So they know they can move a given leg this far and in this range of motion, and they know that they need to achieve reaching to a certain target or a certain position or a certain whatever. And then that's how they're trained basically, is to read the environment and plant their feet in the correct locations to achieve their goal. But in terms of like how they fight and things like that, that's just good old-fashioned design and engineering work.
Well, so obviously you mentioned constraints. There's some stuff that you have to program in and say, hey, you can't jump across the entire map. Are there times when you're making these robots that you've been able to construct them in a way that's almost too powerful, and like you've had to dial them back? Like, no, this is way too strong for the players to handle?
I mean, if you think the Leaper's a bit of a menace now, you should have seen the first few goes where it would just not only jump on you once, but just multiple times while you were stationary. So it was it got its job done quite correctly, but it was a bit much. And then of course with the really huge robots, they have a lot of things to consider when they're maneuvering, and one of the Achilles heel for them early on was very, very small, very thin objects that still had collision. So they'd take a step that seemed fine, but it would like clip into their foot and then send them flying off into the stratosphere. So it kind of made for an anticlimactic end to some of those larger encounters.
I mean, we kind of see a little bit of that with the Leaper. I noticed during our time, like playing with him and fighting, that it struggles, or at least it seems to struggle with when it wants to leap at you and you can get something in between you and the Leaper. It's kind of like a gameplay decision of, if I can get like a tree or some sort of metal beam in between us, then it's going to hit that instead. And so I can be safe. And maneuver as like a gameplay option, which is really cool. I guess in that same category, when it comes to like designing these enemies, does that give you the design space with this type of training and modeling, like to make them harder? As like you talked about like environmental changes that you can make, things like in the world that are different, like electricity, or I think drone swarms was another. Does that give you the space to tune up these combatants in the future to make them even more difficult as like a modifier to the game?
I mean, it certainly gives us the possibility to do so by having them be capable of navigating complex terrain and not necessarily needing like really neatly arranged props or perfectly flat ground for them to get over. It gives us a lot of good ground to have them kind of surprise you. And I mean, a video that maybe you have seen that's kicking around is the Leaper chasing this group of players through a tunnel.
I don't think I have seen it. No,
it's very compelling. It basically, they tried to lure it into what they thought was a trap, and then it just starts chasing them down this giant drainage tunnel, and they're frantically dropping their items to lose weight so they can run faster, and it does not end well for them. But I think that's one of those times where it gives us ideas of how to maybe actually very purposefully lean into those situations. So certainly something we've been looking into recently is how to have even more compelling enemies that can navigate smaller, tighter interior spaces, whereas normally that can be quite a challenge for AI to cleanly move through those spaces without getting like snagged on stuff.
Yeah, I know. Even the drones are pretty careful when they go inside, and like it allows people to hop on top and take them down pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But moving over to another aspect of, I guess, post-launch, you guys have yet to release a roadmap. I think there was a tease that we'll get a roadmap at some point soon.
Like maybe within 24 to 48 hours, probably.
Okay, awesome.
Wow.
So that's actually
I know we're working on it right now, but it's going to come pretty soon here.
Okay.
It'll have some of the immediate future stuff laid out.
Well, hopefully by the time this video's out, the roadmap will be out and we'll have our own video discussing that. But in looking, I guess, a little bit past the roadmap, more as in like the choice in how these updates get pushed. You guys have talked about adding things like enemies and maps and weapons just in the future at some point. And my question for you is that if these things are going to be added to the game, do you guys envision taking a much more fast approach of, hey, let's just throw updates into the game and like make sure that we get them in the hands of players? Or would you rather it be story, like evolving on the story of Arc Raiders at the same time, like different, I guess, expansions that build on the world that we would have? So for instance, diving into the codex in the preview, we got this idea of there being this first wave of Arc that arrived and then a second wave of Arc that arrived. Could you see enemies being added into the game as like this third wave of Arc?
Right.
Adding in.
I mean, in terms of like, will we drip feed stuff in versus like these content pieces that are more centered around stuff? It's probably going to be a mix, but my estimation would be it'd be biased towards the bigger beats of things like that. It's very nice to introduce content when it has context. So like if we unveil a new location, what's the technology and story of that location? What are the AI present and the new opportunities for players there? So I think it makes for a more cohesive experience when you have like a new set of things that make sense together coming out. But certainly if there's need or opportunity, we're not hesitant, I think, to add a system or a weapon or a whatever into the game. And I think we have pretty good flexibility on our team to be able to do and react to things as needed. So yeah, I think whatever works, honestly, is what we'll go for.
Sweet. Because I mainly, like, my main point of asking that is just because I think the story's really, really cool. Just from the small snippets we've seen, like, it's been a long time since I've dove into a game and thought there's so much mystery here. There's so much more to build off of and evolve with. And even the opportunity of soon seeing updates where it's like, hey, we're building on the story even further than what we've even seen with just like the questing that's in game.
I think on launch you'll be probably pretty pleasantly surprised, or when this goes out. I guess people already know what's going on, but there's something that I think will entice people very early.
All right. I'll wait patiently.
Kind of specifically talking about narrative, in the TwitchCon Q&A, there was the talk that Arc Raiders is considered to be a 10-year game, and I know that a lot of development decisions for some games are made based on player feedback or what players want to see, don't want to see. For narrative specifically, is that planned out far in advance, or is it, we'll make it up as we go and see where the story takes us in real time?
I mean, it's not planned out in like a hyper rigid way, but we know the larger beats of what's occurring in our story. We know the pieces of content or like the moments in the story we want players to experience. So some of it might be reactionary based on like players might really like this type of map next or something, and then we can maybe take that fork of the story or whatever makes sense there. But no, I think we have a pretty good idea of like where the sort of plot is starting and then where we're going to take it, certainly for like a good while, and then the content will help inform that and vice versa, I think, is the exact route. But yeah, it's starting out at a point where like the raiders and like the people in Speranza are starting to look like they're actively trying to figure out what is happening rather than just hiding and reacting. So that's sort of the cusp where we're coming into the story, and that's sort of where we're going to springboard from going forward.
Okay. That's super sick.
Awesome.
And I guess that even plays into the story of how like Stella Montes is going to come into the game, whatever that is, seeing that these tubes are being, and like the traps are being removed and we'll get access to be able to go there. Question for the actual like players and the player experience you guys have had so far. We've had things like the tech tests, we've had things like the most recent server slam. Is there anything just immediately you've seen that players do that has been exploitative, or strategies, different things that you want to react to almost immediately, be like, oh, we need to correct this or fix this, or even we think this is interesting, we want to build on it further?
Well, yeah, it's been a bit of both, honestly. I mean, if you played in the server slam or saw some of that stuff, players found some really fun things right away. One was the carry objects launching into the stratosphere.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It was an unfortunate combination of physics and latency that we did fix almost immediately, thankfully. And then there was kind of I guess it became almost infamous. Players could bypass a key door on the control tower in the dam, and
that happened to
Waffles. That
Waffles.
was left in very intentionally. We thought it was kind of a fun way for players to like risk falling to their death to get into that. But over time, we made some improvements to our kind of like mantling and vaulting system that made it probably a bit too easy to just drop off the ledge and climb in there. So we had to correct that. But I was a little surprised to the extent at which players did just go there and risk falling to their death, but they got good enough at it that it was, I think, less risk.
We never fell. I'm surprised none of us ever fell.
Mostly I'm
that.
Curious to see how players figure out how to like cheese the drones and some of our harder things, because I guarantee they'll find things that we have not tried. So how we adapt to that's going to be fun.
I'm sure at some point, because those Rocketeers.
Sure, there'll be new spots that
if
people find,
there's a cheese,
but it'll be bannable to exploit it because the game will be out.
100% lock onto that.
Oh yeah.
Moving on again, so I want to talk about monetization because it's something that I'm always interested in when it comes to games. Like, how is it that they are monetizing? Like, obviously with Arc Raiders, it's a purchasable game, but there's also monetization through customization through both Raider decks and an in-game store. And in previous tech tests and play tests, we've seen things like
so what are some of these skins? Yeah, you're gonna burn through that currency you get with the deluxe game store. For sure. How much are we getting, by the way? I forget. Hold on. I imagine that's fixed too, yeah. You get 2,400 Raider tokens, so you can actually buy one of these skin packs right from the get-go if you bought the deluxe version.
And in previous tech tests and play tests, we've seen things like when you level up, you get Raider tokens, which is the currency in game that you can buy some of these premium items. Same thing with level up, you get Raider tokens, which is the currency in game that you can buy some of these premium.
The Hive Keeper set. Forest Ranger. There's a fucking bucket. There's a bucket for Scrappy's head. I love it.
Items. Same thing with like there was a mastery tab at one point, which we didn't really have a ton of time to like complete the different things in it, but it looked like that you could get Raider tokens from that as well. And in the most recent server slam, it did look like the Raider deck has some premium currency that you can get. The Raider deck is free, so anyone can get access to. I think it's 500 tokens that were available in the server slam. But looking forward, is there? I didn't see.
That's what this part is right now. Actually.
Any of the like the level ups and the masteries we didn't see, so that's
so the decks are the battle passes, and the first one's going to be free.
Still, I guess, behind closed doors. But what are all of the methods in game that players have available to them to potentially earn some of these cosmetics that are tied to the premium currency? How can they go about doing that? What systems do you guys have set up?
Well, I guess two parts. Players can earn cosmetics themselves by leveling up, by doing quests, and a couple of other in-game activities. So there's no cost associated with that. The Raider deck itself, we're launching with one that is free and without a time limit, and that is solely advanced and purchased by in-game effort. And then on the premium currency side of things, I think we've talked a little bit about like we will eventually introduce like premium currency or purchasable Raider decks, and that's at the same time that we will look into implementing or re-implementing those systems by which you can earn premium currency. But at launch, there won't be a tie-in for that.
Okay. Cool. So once they start getting a little bit more integrated with, okay, here's some premium decks. Like we want you guys to be able to earn these through gameplay.
Exactly. And as you said, you can still through the free Raider deck get some premium currency. So maybe you save that up, or maybe you spend it on cosmetics, right away.
Have you guys considered adding that as an incentive to the project system for players?
Yeah, I mean, we've looked at it kind of across the board of like where it would make sense to allow players to earn premium currency at a rate that like feels okay for like the amount of effort they have to spend and things like that.
A lot of people felt the cycle let you earn too much of the premium currency. I didn't think of it that way, but there's quite a few people that didn't spend a dime on the cycle and had like over 1,000 hours in it. Which, if you ask me, is kind of effed up. Once you get over a certain amount of hours, like, yeah, you should throw the devs a bone because you got 1,000 hours of enjoyment out of something that was free. I don't know.
So we're just doing it where it makes sense too.
The one thing that people keep talking about with Arc Raiders, like, and this is something that I care about a lot as well in my gameplay, is just the sound design. The sound design, it feels like it's absolutely been nailed on this game, both in the actual in-game environments and like everything from birds to footsteps to the enemies that have these unique different like tones that tell you, I guess what was mentioned is this context that you need because you don't have things like HUD elements that give you this idea of, oh, this enemy's at half health or they're attacking you. And the soundtrack is the other side of it, where it's just this beautiful score.
Once you get over that,
we've seen some of that released on Spotify. Hopefully at some point soon we'll get the full soundtrack available. But who's the
You mean you attribute your game purchase to So like $60 divided by, so 100, if you get 120 hours and you actually have a system, 120 hours in Arc Raiders, then you start, well, in this case,
like
the game.
The mind behind this, well, who's the team behind essentially the sound design? Like they do a really good job.
Is this game going to pick up where we left off at? No. What game has ever done that? Honest question. Because a lot of people ask that. And I've never been in a beta test. I've been in an early access. Early access is a lot different. It's basically the game releasing early and your progress almost always saves. But only games desperate for funding do that. Like Dark and Darker and shit like that.
Yeah, it's
cosmetics. Well, yeah. Well, we didn't unlock. Well, there was that one Raider deck that we were able to put points into, but you get a free backpack cosmetic for taking part in the Server Slam. That's it. That's all that carries over. But when people ask about that, Ricky, they're asking about like where their skill tree was and like what level they were. Like that stuff never carries over, right? Like, I don't know. It'd have to be a really weird game if they did that.
You know, we have one of our audio directors, Benza. He's definitely like one of the biggest proponents behind all of this. And then we have a few others like Olaf, who's an audio engineer and programmer, and Simon, who handles a lot of like the ping and VO and things like that. So it's a pretty small team.
And to fully answer the question, the part of the reason Server Slam was so stripped down, in my opinion, was so that we're gonna go through all those beginning missions again and then some. Like it would have been kind of stale and lame to go through like the first 20 levels again, you know, and have nothing new. I wouldn't mind it, but I appreciate that it'll feel pretty fresh because it's been a long time since Tech Test 2. I remember a few things, but
punch well above their weight. But you know, I can talk just from my own interactions with Benza, who just extreme.
No, you're not the only one that asks it. So many people ask it. It's interesting because I've never played a game that carried over progress from a test.
Extreme attention to detail on all of these things. Like if we need a sound for anything, he's down there like smacking pieces of metal together and like twisting a thing with a ratchet, and like just all of it is captured for real as much as possible. And they recently did a chat on a different podcast where they talk about the audio design quite in depth. So you can hear them like really nerding out about how they put all this stuff together. But there's so much thought goes into it because I actually sit there and look at an enemy and go, okay, how does this thing actually work on the inside? Is it like gears? Is it rotors? Is it exhaust fan, or is it an intake? And then they actually like think about these things and go, okay, well, now how does that sound after it's been shot a few times? And then they screw it up and like stick a fork in a fan blade, and then so I think that extreme attention to detail just comes through in the final product, where everything has this like really nice texture and nuance to it that you can't really get, I think, if you didn't go that far.
That's awesome. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, if we so once whatever that podcast is where they go in depth, I imagine we'll be able to find that online once embargo lifts. We will have that linked down below.
No, actually, I think that's live now.
Oh, is it? All right, awesome.
That's Pedro and Olaf Stromquist with Arc Raiders. It's a thing called audio logs, and hopefully you can find some good tidbits in there. It's about an hour and a half long, so there's a lot to cover.
Beautiful. The more in depth, the better. There's just been so much like on the development side that's like really like I want to know how it works because it's just so the final product is very impressive.
What is your favorite map in the game, and what do you think will surprise players most about being on that map? Like a mechanic or an event or an enemy type on that map that will be fun for players to experience for the first time.
Yeah, well, since you're in the preview event and this will be after live, I think Blue Gate is going to be probably the most surprising to players, especially if they're already familiar with the game pretty well, because we've had Dam, Buried City, and Spaceport, and they're kind of deserty. Obviously, Dam has like the swamp area and stuff, but Blue Gate is a truly new biome that players haven't really experienced before. And the fact that the level is basically half this overground mountainous area and half this gigantic underground facility, I think really is a new thing that players haven't seen in our format. So it's proven pleasantly surprising to me how much time a player can spend in one place or the other and feel like they're having a pretty complete experience instead of needing to like move through the whole map or kind of observe the whole map like you might do on the other ones. So I think Blue Gate affords a lot of fun changes in gameplay as you move throughout it that I really enjoy.
Yeah, no, the 100% agreed there, because the scale is like we talk about it in our videos that the scale of that map is actually crazy. Like going down into the bottom area and just looking up at how deep underground you are. And in our time, I mean, we only had a couple hours, but we were able to go into like these different side passageways and small rooms and escalators, and we didn't even get to explore the entire village and Pilgrim's Peak, like all these different spots. Like there's so much more for us to see. So yeah, the scale of that map is genuinely impressive.
Yeah, no, it's been fun to work on.
My question is if we can ever get to the top of that antenna. That's what I was looking for, because the snap hook only goes
clever
20.
with some zip lines, you might be able to get up there. Yeah.
If you could tell the audience one thing, like, hey, about the game, either something you're passionate about or something that they should be aware of, what would you like to say?
I feel overall it's for players who might be hesitant around this type of genre or how punishing this type of game can be. We've added what I think is a lot of good features that make it more approachable for people on that end of things. And we've added a lot of things that don't necessitate you extracting successfully to still make progress, and some safety nets in the game that make it okay to fail and keep going. And I care a lot more about them being able to get back into the rounds and have those fun experiences and generate those stories. And so all I would really encourage people to do is give the game a try. And if those things do it for you and it brings you into a new genre and a new way of playing games and a new way of experiencing stories and interactions, please do so. If you don't like it, fine, it's okay. But at least give us a shot, because I certainly personally value these styles of games where you get this sandbox to kind of play inside of and generate these really interesting stories with other people and the interactions you have with them. So if we've rather managed to lower the barrier to that for new people to come in and have that experience, I would really like for them to give it a go.
That's honestly, that's a great message for our audience, because a lot of us, people we make videos for, are playing Destiny, and which is a very different type of looting game compared to one that is an extraction shooter where you have there's that risk that you lose some.
I don't know these guys. What's up, Leb?
Stuff. I do want to tack on just a little extra question.
What are they known
for? Because you mentioned about staying in the round and being able to get back in, and in game there's an item called defibrillator, which lets you revive your teammates really quickly. But once you're actually like knocked completely out, you're out of the round and you're spectating. Has there ever been like talks about maybe there's a system where you like a super rare item that could let you bring your teammate back in, or is that something that you want to stay away from, of like we still want that high level of risk, like if you're out, you're out?
So, I mean, certainly we've talked about it. It's not always the best thing in the world to like perhaps get knocked out quite early and your friends are either needing to choose to extract right away, or you're sitting there kind of watching them. But it's, as you say, I think it's one of those things where we really kind of need it in place to preserve that risk versus reward, and like actually encouraging you to play more cohesively as a team and like try to mitigate those situations where you're caught out and get knocked early. And it's also an affordance thing in terms of understanding the pace of play. So
there were some things that seemed nice about it. All I ever read about Destiny 2 though is how it, like, people feel it ruined Destiny, or at least later Destiny 2 did. What's up, Savartan Cats?
If you can never be kind of certain a fight is over. If people
I'm more into. I know there's PvP modes in that game, but it's mostly just PvE, looter, shooter centric, right? And not quite my. I like PvP a lot.
Each other up, even past like being knocked out, then it gets a little muddy for how like definitive fights can be. And maybe there is something around it being a super rare item, but then I think then we're in territory of players need to understand that that's occurring like during those fights. So how do we telegraph that? How do we make it present in gameplay that you can understand what's going on and how to deal with that?
Gotcha. Yeah, no secret revives behind the scenes. Like you got a flare or something.
Guys, type for Raiders.
Okay.
Yeah. Had this countdown behind me for like
definitely
a month
like
now.
even bringing it up as a possibility. I'm not totally sure that's something I'd want either, because this is just
thanks for
there
the
is
follow,
that tension that exists. So you're out and you're out, like, and your teammate has to come pick you up, or it's the next round.
Get your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a Discord.
Well,
looking to hang out.
I guess concludes our interview. Thank you so much, Virgil.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sitting down, talk with us. Very, very
I can
excited.
definitely vouch
All I can
to
tell you is
it's
not a dog name.
extraction shooters as a genre, and having that low barrier to entry, being able to go in with a free loadout, learn the ropes. Like you're having fun with your friends, even if you're dying and figuring it out. So I can definitely vouch to that experience that you're trying to create for someone newer to the genre. So thank you for your time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
And then to everyone watching, you can pick up Arc Raiders on Steam,
it fits in an
Xbox,
envelope.
and PlayStation. Is it Epic Games too? You can get it on Epic Games. All right, so you can get it on PC.
wonder if we get to create new characters. You definitely create new ones. Yeah. I was just commenting on there's so many people that ask if like progress carries over from a beta, and none of us could think of any game that's like really ever done that. Early access games, sure, but early access isn't a beta. That's more like a game that got released early because they needed money. And yeah, you're not gonna erase all your early investors, you know. But yeah, you're gonna start fresh. You're gonna have a lot more character models, I think, to choose from. I saw that they brought back the balding hair. I'm a big fan of that.
And console.
It's so scuffed looking. Yep, new characters, fresh start. The only thing that carries over is if you played the server slam, there's like a backpack skin that you get. What's up, Rage? Yes, sir. Less than 10 hours. Could work for either gender. Yeah. It was very androgynous. Is that the right word? I saw some people trying to start shit on Twitter, by the way. Saying that I won't say like the full extent, but they were implying that I don't like who cares if it was, but there's a heart emoji in the official Discord that has the rainbow logo, right? It's like, oh, they're not allowing people to put their country flag on these, you know, as an emote response, but they're allowing these pro-trans like these people are all Twitter is it's all fucking bots, and it's all trying to like make people upset over something that's not even a thing. For one, it's just full of idiots. They need to nuke Twitter, man. Or maybe it's good that Twitter exists because all the idiots just like they get moved over there, and it's all rage baiting. Yeah, if you're big enough, yeah. The only reason I have it really is because it's an easy way to keep up on certain news related to gaming and the stuff I'm interested in. But I try to just stay on the following tab instead of like your feed, which is all the rage bait, because the platform is completely designed to get you to interact with the rage bait. And people actually get paid for it, meaning like if you pay for your partner, if you pay for the blue check mark and you have X amount of follow or blue check mark followers, you actually get money based on the engagement. It's so garbage. Yeah, exactly. So, but people fall for it, like, but you never even know, like, it could be just bots falling for it, and it just like, and then eventually people start falling for it. All right. Is there any other good videos to watch? Probably. To enter raffle. You know what's crazy? Embark announced that they haven't announced the projects, but they have the finals. They have this game that has tons of work going into it. They have 2 other new IPs they're working on. 2 more new IPs. How many people work at Embark? That's got to be like 500 employees, right? A minimum. Twitch streamer who gave birth. I saw that. I saw that a few weeks ago. 200? Wow. That's the size of Crytek. Jaeger was a little bit smaller. And Jaeger was a 2-project dev team, I believe. Jaeger made the Psycho Frontier, for those not aware. The game that failed. That was the game that was kind of meant to be an extraction shooter that, you know, had meaningful loot, but was like accessible to more people, you know. That's wild though, to have 4 projects with 200 employees and have the quality that they're putting out be as good as it is. That's what's crazy. It depends on the type of game. If they are single player, like adventure stories, I think they said what both types of genres the games were. I can't remember them though. But yeah, like, why would you want even more? Yeah, there's definitely something special to it, Lula. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and guarantee, oh, this is the next big thing for sure, 100%, because there could be enough like issues game balance wise, and the game is like too oppressive to new players. Like, I think it helps that it's not free to play, because then you get the sunken cost thing that goes along with, like, as long as people last more than 2 hours and don't get a refund, like, they're locked in, they spent $40, and you know prices are up on so much stuff. Like, that $40 means a lot more these days, 40 to 60 bucks. So though, I think it makes people more willing to like learn, like suffer more and like learn and get a little bit better, and you know, learn from their mistakes instead of like writing the game off as stupid. Because how many streamers did we see, like big streamers like Summit had a blast overall, like playing the game, but he was raging about the bots and that like the bots were overtuned and like they need to nerf the PvE, and it's like they absolutely don't. You're like still brand new to the game, you know. Should you uninstall the pretest version? Yeah, it doesn't matter. To save space, yeah. Shouldn't affect anything. I hope that my settings carry over, but I doubt they will. But that'll be sick if my settings carry over. Because my keybinds are very weird. No, so yeah, that being said, Lila, like, you go into this game, if you can't notice that there's something special about it, like, you must not have been gaming very long. There isn't endgame because he got to the endgame during the Shroud got to the endgame in Tech Test 2, which was roughly 20% of the game. We know it was roughly 20% because they said the server slam was 5 to 10%. So I think that means Tech Test 2 is like around 20%. And yeah, he breezed through it in 5 days, which means he'll get to end game within 20 days. And like, who gives a shit? I mean, I stream full time. I will be no life in the game. I'm not as good as Shroud. I don't run with a team as good as like Shroud's, right? So my progression will be slower. But you know what I won't be doing? I won't be sitting here 3 to 4 weeks from now complaining that there's not enough stuff to do. How insufferable do you have to be? I no-life the hell out of this game and there's nothing left to do. Like, fuck off. You're so like out of tune with like everyone that's like watching you. Waffles is decent. Get a life. Yeah, I'm not gonna like be here like, guys, this game, I ran out of shit to do. This game's kind of stupid. I don't think anyone should buy it. Oh man. Shroud, you know, I started to have, I don't hate Shroud. I started to have a distaste for Shroud because I respect his skills as a gamer, and he has like some reasonable takes sometimes because he plays a lot of games. He's not like a one game gamer. He does a variety of games. So like, but at the end of the day, he's a guy that never held a real job, and like I did for 20 years, and many of you, I'm sure, currently do. He's kind of out of touch with things at this point, but he's the hashtag ad dude, you know. He gets paid to play all these games. You can't trust his opinion on anything at this point anymore. And I mentioned that because he said the Cycle Frontier was one of the best games he's ever played, if not the best. And it had a massive cheating issue early on, but it got fixed, and he never came back. He got paid to play for 2 hours in season 2 of that game, and he never came back. So he just says these things too quick, and like, people were asking for my opinions after I got to play Tech Test 2 on stream and all that stuff. I'm like, I had a blast. I thought I was going to hate third person. I thought it was going to ruin it for me, but it didn't really bother me that much. It has its issues, sure, and it will. It's going to cause some issues for sure with the way people camp and rat things, you know. But I didn't say like this game is guaranteed to like, it's going to destroy Tarkov. It's going to take over the genre. It's like, we can't know. Like, everything that happens after release. The game could get ravaged by cheaters. I don't really think it will, but like these things are very possible. The $40 paywall doesn't stop cheating. It helps mitigate it a bit. It helps mitigate follow-up cheating a little bit, but played a lot of TCF with Waffles. He carried you. He never had a real job, but he risked it all to be a pro gamer. He didn't risk anything. You don't risk anything early on in life. If he did it in his like mid-20s, like after college, and he had student loan debt, that's a risk. Shroud didn't take any risk, in my opinion. What I'm doing is a huge risk. I like compared. Yeah, I don't know. Comparing it to me, I guess. But he already knew he was like good enough to do this stuff. Like StarCraft 2 pros, there wasn't nearly as much money in that. Like those guys like took some risk, like postponing college and things like that. But yeah. I don't know, but Arc Raiders has this feeling to it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I tried PUBG recently because I wanted to like try and practice some third-person shooting because I hadn't really done it since Fortnite, which was fun or whatever. But I really didn't like it. Just felt very old and stiff, and I don't know. If the world felt very empty, I know it's just a battle royale. I'm not knocking it, but I couldn't get into it. I didn't give it a very much of a chance. I killed 2 players, then died like one game. Like it just, I feel like I'm old enough where I have a pretty good feel early on if I'm gonna like a game. At least enough to put some additional hours into it. But PUBG was kind of revolutionary, right? It kicked off the whole battle royale thing, and I respect games that open up a new genre for sure. Like it's hard to break previous molds, right? See a book, get some rest. He was 19 when he went pro, so it's kind of like, do you do real life shit? I mean, that's the age that you take a year or 2 off, in my opinion, and you know, either experience life or, you know, take a little risk like what he did. But doing it early on, it has a pretty small effect on your life. But I say all that not knowing his exact situation, so other than his age. It's tomorrow. But yeah, it still surprises me that these devs that know they're going to have a big game on their hands, like pay these guys to play. Smaller games that are like struggling to get a foothold, I totally understand them paying people to play. But yeah. Yeah, my goal is to be live by 8 a.m. Eastern. If I can time my sleep right, try to be live for right when the servers come up. Usually there's some hiccups in the first hour or so for some of these big launches. The server slam ran really well, with like no issues at all. But yeah. The last big launch I know that had some issues for the first few hours was yo, Offendor.
I guess it is time this comes home.
To the prime, so.
What the heck are you doing?
That's what I'm talking about.
I love my sub alert. It's the best ever. Thank you, sir. Thanks for the prime. Yeah, I just hope my stream, guys. Let's say a prayer. Let's hold hands. Let's hold hands and say a prayer. Oh, come on. Yeah, hands, everybody. We're holding hands to pray for the stream stability. We never really have. Knocking on wood, we haven't had many stream issues lately. But I am kind of spreading things thin by doing a I started doing vertical streaming in addition to the horizontal streams on YouTube and Twitch. All on one computer. It worked okay with Hunt. So hopefully it works pretty well. Are there any other good videos to watch? #1 top seller globally. Nice. Raider voice beta? What? You can filter your voice in game to sound like a real Raiders? Interesting. Premium title with free-to-play prices. $40 is not a premium title. These people complain. This is where the subreddit and shit, it will start to like turn. There'll be all this like whining bullshit. It's cosmetics. You don't have to spend money on it, and there's tons of stuff you can unlock for free. The battle pass is free. There's already 700 comments on it. You got a thing to tell me? Nitro shot 200 meters. What's funnier is that at that range, they have zero idea where it comes from, so they run around and panic. Can you see them panicking at that distance? Daily tip. Have fun. Spyglass, of course he would bring that in. You're such a dork. That was my reply if you couldn't see what I typed. It's like premium. While this is a premium title and what is in it, they did not charge a premium price. If you paid $60, like you got your money's worth because you get 2,400 in the premium currency. And guess what? All those skin packs we saw, the max price was 2,400. So you basically get a free skin pack of your choice if you just decide to spend that. We got a hype train? What? Get hype. Arc Raiders hype. Can we get level 2 hype? Can we get a level 2 hype? Level 2 hype for Edda. Edda's hyped. Edda, are you hyped? Do you need some pets? Thank you. Yeah, for anyone new in the chat, that's my YouTube and TikTok. If you're starved for... I'll be doing some small guides for Arc Raiders for sure. I'm branching into that, but I mostly focus on like comedy and stuff. Or, you know, stuff that feels funny to me. Might be in your taste, it might not. Magno! That's illegal. That's too much support. Go. Add-on. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted. Let's fucking go, man. Ed, are you hyped? How hyped was that? Ed is hyped. like, Dad, leave me alone. What's up, Scrap? Thank you so much, man. Hello. I think she's getting something now. I'll get Etta a cookie since the wheel is turned off. Been a long time for a game. Yes, dude. If you guys didn't see my video, it kind of makes me want to cry. Because I went through some of my history, but.
Etta treats.
Oh. Get you a cookie, Etta. No, it's the first game I've been excited for, like this excited for since StarCraft 2 and technically Diablo 3. In my opinion, Diablo 3 was nowhere near worthy of the hype. But nonetheless, I was very excited for it. It was a letdown. StarCraft 2 was the last game that I was super excited for that wasn't a letdown. And after Diablo 3, I was kind of jaded. Yeah, Jason. I gotta make some tweaks to it to vary it up a bit more. But yeah. Let me get out of her cookie. She's staring at me. I'll be right back, guys. Ow. Good girl. D2 Resurrected was, oh yeah, for sure. Diablo 4 was a pile of shit too. The only reason I owned Diablo 4 was a viewer, Orion, was kind enough to buy it for me. I will say the story was at least better than Diablo 3, but I don't really play it for the story. Diablo 2's story was so cool. The cutscenes were chef's kiss at the time. They still hold up. So cool. Really cool storytelling. Just really simple. Simple but impactful. Thank you so much for the hype train, guys. Let's go back to the subreddit, see what's going on here. Yeah, this was the skin I used in the tech test too. This is what I was looking for in the server slam. That I'm using this haircut. Hope you're ready for it. What's up, Thumper? Yes, sir. Gonna be up bright and early tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow, guys. Hopefully 8 a.m. Eastern at the latest. I gotta eat some dinner after we end the stream here. What a haircut, yeah. You're going for that haircut? It's beautiful. I divorced my wife to play Arc Raiders. She was always against gaming, both against the time I spent and money spent. I made a firm decision to divorce her. Told her during mourning that she can pack her things and leave. See you courtside. There was a guy on Twitter, the guy that runs the Scrappy account. It's like a fan account. He said his best friend's getting married tomorrow, and he's choosing to play day 1 of Arc Raiders instead. And I said, if he was your best friend, wouldn't you be the best man? There was no answer to that, but it's probably made up for engagement because it's fucking Twitter. Go figure. Bait and switch. Actually, great point. Nobody gets married on a fucking Thursday. I didn't even think of that. Where were you? As a married man, I should know. Like, even Fridays are rare, I think. That's wild. Actually, I didn't even think of married on a Thursday. You're so fucking right. I wonder if anyone responded with that. What, people marry at most random days in here? No. I mean, if you're just getting married, a quickie marriage, like at the courthouse or whatever, sure. Oh, Deep's video, 5:10 to 6:30. Let's check this out.
Oh wow, he's got a hull cracker. One of those.
One body each.
rockets.
One body each.
I'm sorry it had to be this way.
Wait, your voice is different in game, Deep?
What?
I'm sorry it had to be this way.
Ooh, he's got an osprey.
It changes your actual voice.
I'm done looting. I just grabbed everything. Let's get out of here. Let's continue on exploring and PV.
The Bobcat. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna take those heavy fuse grenades.
I'm over encumbered.
Yep. Same here. Same here.
Falling back to you guys. That was good.
Yep.
That was good.
Okay, boys.
What's up?
I have one of those guys had a hull cracker, which is the launch.
When else does he do it? At 5:10 and 6:30.
Might be near the extract, so be careful.
We got a snitch and a, what is that? Spotter.
Wait, Deep, your voice is different in game. You changed it in game?
No, no, no.
You literally sound different in game. I'm not even kidding.
Like this?
Talk. Yeah, well, how are you different?
Yo, how's it going?
Yeah, there's different Raider voices. Remember, like you pick
Oh.
them.
Oh wait, does it like change my voice sound?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey Raider.
Hey Raider.
Hey Raider, can you hear me all right?
The Raider voice that other people hear actually
weird.
filters your own voice.
You are now full talking, Dave.
So you can be kind of like anonymous if you're a streamer.
I'll shut the.
I mean, you could always use a voice changer.
I must be walking because I have the heavy
You
shield.
could-
Actually, that's.
Wait, I would love to hear a woman talking like, so you could be like a girl gamer without having to do any voice changing bullshit, and just like, if you wanted to like not deal with people being assholes,
Why?
have a man's voice. That's really
The
cool.
heavy shield, like, yeah, so the lighter the shield, the quicker, and then
Yeah,
vice versa.
your normal movement changes based on it. That's interesting.
There's the hatch right here. Let's get out of
Alright,
here.
guys, so yeah, we all ready to go? I've got my key.
Yep, yep. Yoink it, dude. Take this dude home.
Going in.
Let's go!
So cool.
One of those.
One body each.
rockets.
One body each.
Possible to sound female to lure the Sims. Or girls who are afraid to talk in games because of idiots. Hey, that's exactly what I just said.
my gun away so that you know. Yes. Let's do the global friendly dance.
Global friendly dance, yeah. And you, good sir, who might you be? Is this you telling us you haven't banned?
Oh, there's another one. There's another one behind you.
Hello. Look at you.
Hello.
Haven't bound your prox chat yet. Don't shoot. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm having a little dance here. Everyone dance together.
There we go. Is that coming through?
Yeah. What's up?
There we go.
Yeah.
I'll remember you guys for not instantly murdering me.
Doing the classic unfriendly thing because I'm
No. Not in the capture session.
We wouldn't do that. Gosh, we wouldn't do that. We're not French. Gosh. We wouldn't do that. Gosh, we wouldn't do that. We're not French.
All right, guys. Well, have fun.
That was absolutely delightful, guys. Thank you very much. Well, that was absolutely delightful, guys.
Right, have a good raid. We'll let you know if we get into another fight later. We'll let you know, and we'll reconvene as allies.
Actually, thought they wanted to survive.
There's some men being bleared by a rocketeer down there. I've got a raider hatch key, by the way, if we want like a nice exfil on this one.
Yeah, same.
Are those guys still following us, by the way? Just keep an eye on.
There is that way to look at it. No, it's all types of players, but yeah. I'm telling you the difference between Tech Test 2 and Server Slam in terms of friendliness and stuff like that. It was wildly different. Way less friendly when there was way fewer missions to do. So that's all I'm saying. Same kind of thing with the cycle. Like early on, like everyone's trying to get through their missions and stuff. So you're more likely, you're not more likely to run into a friendly person, but the chance of running into a friendly person is much higher. Sure.
My gun away so that you know. Yes. Let's do the global friendly dance.
Global friendly dance, yeah.
Oh, that's him sounding like a woman. Single dad told my 2-year-old that I will not be able to feed him for the next 3 days. I don't think he understood you. How are some people so bitter and jealous about this? Giving people with a large audience like this early access, just a smart marketing move. I was against it. That wasn't because of bitter or jealousness. It's just, but I didn't understand that they only got like an hour or two on the new map. That's not a big deal at all, in my opinion. And yes, it is a good marketing move. I don't think I've spoiled any surprises by like watching those videos either. I mean, didn't stick on all of them, but the map looks beautiful and there's going to be lots of little nooks and crannies to explore, and I'll save that for sure. I think Etta farted. Current store pricing will likely only hold for a few weeks. The vast majority of the final store has slashed prices anywhere from 20 to 60% off, and maybe more that I don't remember. Embark has done a thing with the finals where they released $20 bundles that include a whole outfit plus 2,400 currency. So hold out for these bundles. I mean, this guy's making a bunch of guesses, but... Well, I think I've run out of stuff to watch. I think we might shut things down. Do you guys have anything else that I missed that you know about that's worth watching? I also have to eat some food. People are upset about the skin prices. Like, none of these people play the finals? I mean, that game was free to play, so I guess people are less critical. They're always critical. Yeah. See you, Jason. Yeah. Let's wrap it up. Oh, it's me in color. Oh God. He's hideous. Yeah, I'll be here bright and early. Latest should be 8 a.m. Eastern. Hopefully I wake up. Hopefully I feel rested. It's going to be a long stream. At least 16 hours, probably. 16 to 18. Yeah, I'm going to take Etta for a walk, I think. And then get some dinner. Chill out. Maybe get an edit ready for tomorrow, but yeah. Well, we got some thank yous today because you guys were awesome. Orion Fosco, thank you for the tier 1 sub. 28 months now. Thank you so much, dude. Renetta Fox Meow, first time sub. Tier 1. Thank you. Ofendor resubscribing Prime. Old Cycle Buddy, 16 months. He's back. He couldn't watch Hunt. It made him sick. Not the game, but just something about the camera. I don't know. Magno Guido. Magno Guido. 20 gifted subs, 505 bits. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Yep, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll do an announcement in Discord letting you guys know I'll be live for everyone that wasn't here. We'll raid out though. We're gonna raid out to Stark, the statuesque. So sit tight for that. Show her some love. Can't wait to run into your topside tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of people, but it'll be cool if we run into each other. What's up, Kino? Thank you. It's all good. Unlock 100 bonus bits every 10 subs. Interesting. What's up, Muffins? See you topside, guys. Yep, I'll see everyone topside. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Christmas morning. It's Christmas Eve night. Christmas morning tomorrow. Pray for the servers. The server slam ran really well, so I don't think there'll be much of an issue. But you know, it's the newest build, so things can pop up, but we'll get through it and we'll have some awesome games. I made new channels in the Discord. There's a share your arc juice pick. If you guys have an awesome raid and stuff like that, share your juice. A screenshot of what you got out of the game with, you know. Also, I added a arc tips and tricks spot. If you figure out something that you think other people might not know, that's kind of weird, feel free to add to it. But I'm posting like my shorts that are related to tips and tricks and stuff in there, and stuff that I find. I'll try to keep that filled up with good stuff. That's all in the Discord, guys. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow early. Bye.
No, I thought it was a trap. Oh shit, Arcade's here. What's up, Spear Daddy? I'm not a Spear Daddy anymore.